Yeah.
Fine. Good. 3 minutes before us. First thing we'll, I think some of this kind of. There it is. Right here. Have it. What this called, I have to mean the order trick. And so the first thing on the agenda would be public comment. From anybody who would like to talk about something that's not already on the agenda. Not hearing any, we'll move on to number 3, additions or deletions to the agenda. With a few things here. They already added.
Yep, I wrote them on everybody's agenda, but just for the recording. We added one item to 8A under correspondence for Jennifer Grace. We added 8B correspondence from Mark Kuchar. And add 19C approved tobacco substitute endorsement for Westfield General Store.
Okay, we'll go to number 4, approve the minutes of the 9/22 meeting, which have been sent out to us ahead of time.
And I make a motion that we pass that.
And, discussion or any additions?
Nope.
Not all in favor, say aye.
Right?
Aye. Guys have it, and that's. Okay, let's see, the September Selectboard to-do list. That's pretty handy.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I got the cover. I haven't put it on yet. I'll put it on this week.
Sander, the tires are gone. That's all my honeydew is, I think.
Yeah, that's good. And, well, that'd be
I
nice.
don't know what else I did on the no.
Ask Jeff Dunn about the hanging the shutters. Did Nikki or Lisa do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's the shutters, right? That's the shutters from what?
The library?
No.
Okay,
I think you didn't call me back, so.
okay,
Yeah.
so that's, I think, the only thing left.
On that list.
On
I
the
talked
to-do
to
list.
Sean Warner, just going in with a impairment. Also, and started the job, I don't think he's done that yet, I don't think he came in, right?
Haven't seen her.
I'll get on it,
Are you talking about the chimney?
yeah,
Yeah.
I will call him.
Okay, next thing on the agenda is discussion with Newport Mayor Rick Buford Chase. Welcome.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. You'll be glad to hear that I have a council meeting in Newport at 6, so this will be fairly brief.
Do you know our council? Or
No, I was just gonna ask if we could do names of folks.
Ricky DeGrees, what board?
And Dennis Vincent, select board.
LaDonna, Dunn Town Clerk.
Nice to meet you.
Jen?
Jen Summer, Chair of the Trustees of the.
Nikki Doe is at town clerk.
We all know Hall.
I do not.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Richard Wells, Orleans County.
And you,
Mike Jacobs, Honorable, and Mike, isn't you, or Viper Constable? My wife Jan over here.
And I'm Lisa, the land treasurer.
Nice to meet you all.
So I really appreciate your giving me a few minutes on your agenda. I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and how I ended up in Newport and what we're working on and why I wanted to come begin to build relationships. They're my third stop on what I hope is going to be a whistle-stop tour of the whole Northeast Kingdom. Eventually, I've been to Lowell and Albany so far. I did not grow up here, but my family has deep roots in Lowell. One of my earliest childhood memories is of my aunt and uncle Bob and Deb Powers getting married across the street in the church here in Westfield. And so my mom moved away before I was born, but I've been a 3 to 5 times a year visitor my whole life with extended periods of time. And I've always just totally loved this area. Like so many others, I got disrupted by COVID. In 2020, my wife and I were managing a conference center down in lower Hudson Valley near New York City. That's the wrong business to be in during a pandemic, it turns out. And so we lost our jobs and had to lay off 50 staff and ended up coming back up. My folks are still on the property. My mom grew up on in Lowell. And so we moved back up onto Buck Hill Road into a cabin that I built for my family about a decade or more ago now. So that was 2020. I came with a couple of part-time remote jobs that I figured was going to keep me busy for a while. My sister-in-law is Eleanor Legere, who is actually my wife's sister. And my wife Kitty, I think, has been to see you all about her work with NEK Broadband sometime fairly recently.
Yes.
There aren't many Ufford Chases out there, so if you find one of us, you've found half. So my wife's sister is Eleanor Legere, and she's the founder operator of Eden Specialty Ciders. And she was on the board of what is now Newport Downtown Development. Once upon a time, it was founded 17, 18 years ago as Newport City Renaissance Corporation. And the reason it exists is because the state created a program to try and revitalize downtown villages and towns. And one of the requirements to get a certification from the state as a designated downtown for now 24 cities across the state is that there be a nonprofit partner that is tasked with trying to revitalize the downtown area that works with the city. So that's how we came to be in 2008 as Newport City Renaissance Corporation. Had a pretty good run for the first 5 or 6 years. Trish Sears was the first director, did pretty well. And then after Trish's departure in around 2013, there were just a series of things that I think kind of conspired to sink the organization. Not the least of which was a steady turnover of leadership. There was a director a year, as far as I can tell, for about 7 or 8 years. And then the EB5 scandal, and then the pandemic. And by the time Eleanor was on the board, and she reached out to me shortly after I moved up here and said, we need somebody who can help us to bring this thing back to life. We can't afford to let it die, because then Newport would lose its designation as a downtown city. So I agreed to give 10 hours a week. She assured me it would be no more than that. And that lasted 6 months, and little by little it's crept up. So it is the main thing that I focus on. And then it became clear to me a couple of years in that if Newport has any real future economically, we've got to get way more proactive than we've been in recent memory. And we didn't appear to have a council and leadership that were ready to make those choices. So my wife and I made a pretty quick decision late in 2023 to buy a house in Newport so I could run for city council. So I ran early in 2024 and was elected to council in March and served for a year. And then when the mayor, who served 1 term, Linda Sullivan, stepped down, when she said she wasn't going to run, I stepped in and threw my hat in the ring for mayor. So that's the wild trip I've been on. I did not expect when I came to Northern Vermont that I would end up doing this kind of leadership. But I should also say I'm having the time of my life. There are serious challenges that the city is confronting, and there's a lot of goodwill to try and address those things head on right now. So if you're paying any attention to the Chronicle at all, you know that it's been a whirlwind for the last 7 months or so. We've been, I immediately moved with the council, which had also last spring, we named 3 new members out of 4. So we really are new leadership for the city. And the big things we've done are to name a finance task force made up of volunteers from the community, another one on water and sewer issues, a third task force on the future of the fire department and how we're going to make that sustainable, and a 4th one on issues around unhoused folks and public encampments and community safety. So those 4 task forces have been a full-time job, and I've been working my rear end off trying to keep everybody resourced. So the reason I wanted to come talk with you all is because the thing that got me most excited about Newport as I stepped into this work, which is a city I've loved all my life, you know, it's where I used to go with my grandparents when I was a kid for weekly shopping trips and all the things that most of you who grew up here remember Newport being once upon a time. The reason I'm so fascinated by the possibilities right now, because, you know, really there are very few places in the country you can point to where there's an opportunity to kind of rebuild an entire city, an entire downtown. And Newport really represents that. Right now, you know, it's not just the pit, the hole on Main Street. We've got a number of significant vacancies on Main. We've got, for my money, among the most beautiful places in New England. in a short, Magog there. So about 2 years ago, Dave LaForce, who is the co-owner operator with his wife Julie of Built by Newport, his dad started that company in 1963. Dave agreed to come on our board, and he did so with the express commitment to try and get businesses to come back to the table and really invest in making some choices about Newport's future economically. He recruited a group of 7 or 8 people, included Chris Hamblett from Pick and Shovel and Rick Woodward from the Work Commons and what is now Green Mountain Natural Foods, Ellen Stanley from Pasumsic Bank. Can't remember now off the top of my head, but one of the McClures, Megan McClure served on that group. And they met every 2 weeks for a year and a half, trying to turn themselves into experts on what it takes to do long-term significant economic development. And last December, the result of their work was a proposal that they put in front of the city council, which the council voted on unanimously in favor of, to kind of lay out a 10 to 15-year vision for what could happen in downtown Newport. If we were to be successful, it's remarkably ambitious. If we were successful, it would mean 410 new units of housing, most of which would be above commercial, real and commercial and retail on first floors. It would add a hotel to the waterfront area. It would put in probably a rec center for the broader community to use downtown. The state clearly wants a piece of this action. They'd like a new courthouse. There are a lot of pieces that would have to come together for this to work. But so it is really ambitious. And the first step in that process, if we are serious about it, is to try and go after, I'll back up a step. The biggest challenge that we have for that kind of development is that developers look at it and just say, I can't make the numbers pencil. It just doesn't, it's going to cost me way more to build this property out than we can ever either hope to sell it for or rent it for in the future to pay it back. And so the way most cities are dealing with that across Vermont at this point is through tax increment financing. And the basics on tax increment financing are, our model for this, I should say, is St. Albans. If you haven't been over there lately, you should go check it out. They really have transformed their city in the last 15 years under the leadership of the mayor, Tim Smith, and Dominic Cloud, the city manager there. So they are kind of our holy grail. We keep looking to St. Albans. And basically, what they have said to us is that if the developers can't make it work, the community has to put up put some skin in the game with public infrastructure to make the numbers pencil. And the classic example of that in our case is the pit, right? That thing has been sitting empty for a decade now. If somebody could have made the numbers work from a private development standpoint, they'd have bought it in the last 10 years and done it. And the fact that it hasn't been done isn't only because we had what I think was an unreasonably high selling price from the court-appointed receiver. It's also because the cost of developing that property is far, far higher than they can figure out and make the numbers work on. So for tax increment financing, you have to go to the state, you get permission to name a district within which you are going to do specifically laid out plans that you've already thought through in advance. And typically you want to go in with at least one, maybe several development agreements in hand. Because as soon as the state says yes to your plan, the clock starts ticking and you have 10 years to complete everything on your master plan for that downtown development. So it's really, and so for instance, if you go to the state next year, let's say we went in next year and said, can we do this? And then it took us 2-3 years to find our first development partners. We've given up a third of our time, in theory, to actually do the work. So the idea is basically that you can use that money to purchase distressed property for development. You can use it to build the new sewer main that we're almost certainly going to need down the middle of Main Street to handle that kind of development. You could use it for streetscape improvements. You could use it for building out a public parking facility that the city would have access to for its residents and visitors. And then, like if you took the pit, just as an example, it's only one of many, but it's easy because everybody knows it. If you took that pit, put in a new sewer main down Main Street, and then put a 2-story parking garage kind of below grade because of the way that this goes up the hill there, you could pick up 150 parking places plus and leave a pedestal upon which a developer could then come in and build the 5-story, probably a 5-story, maybe 6-story building we're allowed to do by zoning, and go up and build apartments above the commercial there. So that's the idea. We, the community, take responsibility for that infrastructure. Then the question is, how do you pay it back? And that's where tax increment financing comes in. Basically, you freeze the taxes at the current level and say the city will keep getting this. And then you take the new taxes at the improved level once that building is built, and it's the increment between the old taxes and the new taxes that gets dedicated to paying back the public infrastructure over probably the next 20 years. Right, so theoretically, and this has been true where it's been well managed across the state, it doesn't hit the taxpayer's pocketbook, but you're deferring the gain you might otherwise expect from those new buildings being built long enough to pay back the infrastructure investment. So we're really aiming in that direction. And right now we're in conversations right now with probably 4 or 5 developers, trying to see if we can get serious enough with them to actually justify putting in an application to the state in the spring. If a best case scenario, if everything broke our way, which you all know rare happens in May, but if everything came our way, the earliest I would expect to see anything on Main Street in terms of development would probably be spring and early summer of 27. We're a year and a half away minimum.
It's not, that's not very far away.
Yeah, that's right. It's ambitious as hell. You got it. So, so all of that is going on, and we're also trying to figure out how we can connect with the local towns and villages that have historically looked to Newport as the center of kind of economic and social and kind of community life. And how do we make sure that what we're building actually speaks to the needs of our community, right? Because one of the things we talk all the time about is that we're not trying to build Stowe, right, or North Conway, right? What we want here is something that feels attractive to visitors, but is built for locals. And what is it that's going to bring locals back to our downtown? It's not likely to ever be Montgomery Wards and Sears and Roebuck and the center of economic life like it used to be, right? Newberry's, that building is a pain in my ass, right? So it's not going to ever be that again. But you can rebuild downtowns around kind of destination experiences, both dining and there are all kinds of things. So shopping becomes a kind of a hands-on experience that people look forward to, and that's what you're really trying to build there. I think All About Homes moved to downtown last year is a great example of that. They've done a marvelous job of creating a store on Main Street that really is built for local people, but is fun to go to, way more fun than shopping at Amazon. So that's kind of the background. We're about to put out a survey that we're going to send out through social media and hopefully put QR codes on town hall counters all over to help locals tell us what they want from our downtown. And we've done a fun little video I expect to release sometime in the next week of me pretending to climb over the fence on the pit, saying that I'm going to go in and get a chunk of concrete that we can give to the town that has the most participants in the survey. So, we're trying to be a little lighthearted about it and bring a kind of a nice touch to it. But mostly I just wanted to put a human face on it and say our council is all about trying to figure out how we connect with all of you. And it's clear to us that while we know our stakeholders have to be our local taxpayers, it's also true that if we build something that doesn't turn people on from Lowell and Irisburg and Barton and Westfield and wherever, we might as well not be trying. Right? It's got to be built for locals.
I know your music, the summertime brings people down pretty good.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it? And that was done entirely by those 2 women, Vera and Andrea.
That brings people in, that's good.
It's amazing. It sure does. People love it. We'd love to do a lot more than that. We did 3 years ago, Newport Downtown Development started doing the winter Saturdays. Yeah. And that's been steady. We'll see 80, 100 people almost every week.
I've been there a couple times.
If you come in for it, Richard, it's great.
And then for the music we're talking about, that's what, up to 1,500 people.
Oh, 13, 2,000.
That's what
That's exactly right. It's really quite something.
Yeah.
So, I dream of, so growing up in Lowell, of course, everybody's related to everybody, as you all know. And my dad is first cousins to the Warner clan. And, I have memories of when Siskiyou Manor was built, going with my dad's cousins and a dump truck out to the mines to pick up gravel for the building. And then, for years and years and years, it was not just the center of the Northeast Kingdom. People came from all over the northern part of New England for that. So I'd love to see us really begin to rebuild that stuff as well. And little by little, you know. People want to move to rural areas, but they have to know that there's something for them here in order to do it.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's ambitious, that's for sure.
Yeah, please reach out. If you have
Yes.
questions or ideas or thoughts, reach out and let us know. And we'll send the survey out shortly. We also just this week, I think this morning, we all agreed it's the final version. Newport Downtown has hired a professional videographer to come in, and he's done an incredible job of putting together a Newport video that's about 14 minutes long. It's just full of all kinds of images about what Newport it means to the community. So we'll be circulating that on social media as well sometime in the next couple of weeks.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Super, super.
Sounds good.
thanks y'all.
Good
I'm
luck.
going back to my house. May your meeting end sooner than mine will tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Hey, first report, Lieutenant Wells. We've seen the report. I guess that might have gotten to you some, but we seem to be questioning. How you guys decide what's a fine and what's a warning, because it doesn't seem like. Maybe you wanna just touch that a little bit, because we're kind of curious to see
Sure.
that sometimes.
And you know, a lot of people are, but there is no fine line or any point where we can tell anybody what a ticket or a warning is. You know, it's not back in the old, you know, the 80s and the 90s where the command staff could, you know, tell their deputies, officers, troopers that, hey, you need to get 10 tickets per week, so many warnings, that kind of stuff. Like, we just cannot do that ethically now through the state of Vermont. So what it comes down to is it comes down to every officer's discretion and what they feel is safe and what is not safe, and what they feel deems a ticket or not a ticket. And there's a lot of things that go along with that, and you know, a lot of it could be investigative, and a lot of it can be just priors, and you know, like we always can ask, hey, when's the last time Richard got pulled over for you know, a speeding ticket? And if it came back in 1980, then probably he'd get a warning. If it comes back of, you know, he's had one in, you know, 2022, 2024, and obviously that person may not learn their lesson, so they may get another ticket type of deal. But you know, that's the, you know, that's the almighty question on when somebody gets a ticket. You know, in our offices, when do you tell you guys to give tickets? When do you give warnings? We don't. You know, that's up to every discretionary of every officer in the state of Vermont. There's not a department in the state that I know of, and I can say that wholeheartedly, that says that you have to write tickets for 10 over. You have to write tickets because you'll be in court. You know, let's back in the days, like we used to have, you know, I used to have the old stigma of their quota. You know, like everybody hears that you know, the police departments have quotas that they got to fill, and that's why they're out there hitting it. That, you know, there's no such thing as a quota. Our quota is public safety. I mean, that's what we're out there for, is the public safety. You know, just looking through your, you know, the A, B, and C and D here. Obviously, those numbers don't look good, right? I mean, you're looking at one ticket, one warning, 105. You know, I do believe some of these are probably not true, because if we run special speed details through Governor's Highway, which is not funded by towns, if we come out here and run speed enforcement, that's not going to be listed in the what we call the RS system. That would be into our Valcor system, which is the statewide system. Our RS system is the same system that LaDonna, I believe, can sign into, or the board can sign into, to see the daily activities and the hours. But I can't say these numbers are not true either. Like, I just looked into our RS system, and that I saw one difference in a warning compared to what is listed here. But I couldn't say that. The only thing I can try to do is sit here and try to be a salesman, and I can tell you that policing is just not all about tickets and warnings. Like, like it's the whole public safety aspect of it. And, just because if we go into, we're not, everybody remembers, well, the ones that lived around here, the old Teddy Miller, right? So nobody wanted to drive it down the pond, correct? Because if you went 2 miles an hour over the speed limit, or you rolled through that little stop sign,
Yeah.
you're getting a ticket, right? That's how it used to be, right? But our office is not going to be that office. Our office is not gonna be that every time we pull a car over, we're giving a ticket. Like, it's just, it's the public safety aspect while we're out there. We have in there, we've been pretty consistent right here the last 2 months, 21 hours, 21 and a half hours. We're putting our time in here. We're being present. We are being seen. We are, hopefully that is what is slowing people down, and we're responding. We're very responsive to calls. Sheriff Harnell and I's motto is, if somebody from the town of Westfield calls us for a complaint, we want to put a deputy's face to that person who's calling the complaint. We don't want to deal with stuff over the phone. We want to put a person to it. If that is not happening, then we want to know about that, because that's what we are telling our patrol deputies to do. But that's the only thing I can really, try to sell you on. It's not when it comes down to, the tickets. And I can tell you, like, I'm kind of the, I don't know how to word this, but back when I sat on the village board years ago, we had this same issue. Like,
Right.
the village was paying so much money for the sheriff's department to come in. The town was paying money for the sheriff, and we had 2 different contracts at that time. At that time, we weren't getting any productivity at all from the sheriff's department. We had a lot of discussions with it. At that point, is village, and I sat on the board, took the contract away. And that's when we got into the discussion with the town. We went to the one contract, and then so far so good. It's like the town, I believe, is very happy with us on what we're doing out there. But it's hard to get away from the numbers itself, obviously those numbers stand out, and it doesn't look like we're being very proactive. But I'd sit here and tell you that we are out in the town, hopefully slowing people down just by presence, and making stops.
So C, you could put C on, but make sure that they call him, they call them for C, when they call us up all the time for speeding.
Is that the 390 residents?
Yeah,
So,
is it Prairie?
Yes, well, that was for the speed,
It's up here, yeah.
yeah, so I mean, if, you asked me to take a look at that, the speed race, data that we took. Now, if you look at that data, it shows that the average speed limit on North Hill where those was 34 point something miles an hour.
Yeah.
The average speed. So the 85th percentile, is like it's kind of different. It's like the higher and the lower end. So the 85th percentile, I believe, was 47 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So that's like the limited amount of numbers that, so if you look at it, like the 50th percentile was at 36 miles an hour, something like that, which is 1 mile over the speed limit for the average. I think hands down, like if I sit on North Hill, I sit right on the
I'd sit right on that 390 residential.
Well,
right now.
I sit right where the dry hydrant is.
I sit right there.
The dry hydrant's pretty much across the road, the only where you could sit by there.
I know, I can't come down there at 30, more than 35 miles an hour, but I tried at 45, even 50, you can't do it.
You can't go around that corner.
You can't go around that corner, even going up.
So I guess one of my questions is that when we read those reports. I guess if I was, I'd say, well, I'm not too worried, I'm just gonna get warnings, they just give warnings, and we'll give tickets there, so I can. say, not talking about this.
Yeah.
No.
But when we read the reports, there's sometimes it's quite a few miles over the speed limit, and it's still just a one, and.
Agreed.
And if people see that doesn't have quite the. I don't know, doesn't put quite the fear of them. Of the police.
There's always gonna be the handful of
Yeah.
people who will keep pushing the envelope for sure.
And I'm saying this, and maybe I'll be the first one to get it. Who knows, but I think it's important, though, that if we have. Enforcement, that it not be mostly warning when it's like 10 or 12 or 15 miles over the speed limit, sometimes it's still just a one.
Right, so like what I'm saying, like, you know, I'm not saying that these numbers are skewed or not, but like, so I know for a fact that, you know, we had a pursuit that started right here in Westfield, just. It was prior to the town garage there, it ended up on East Hill. In Troy, where that gentleman was issued a lot of tickets, I mean, he was also arrested, but, so that's why, like, I'm not saying these numbers are wrong, but I agree with you. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and. Excuse my French, bullshit, yeah, I'm just, to be honest, like, that's, you know, I agree with you. The numbers don't look good, and, we actually just had this little conversation. I'm not sure if everybody's met Sergeant Garces. Dave Garces, he was a trooper with VSP St. J for approximately 6 years. He's been with us for over a year now, and he was just barely promoted to sergeant, and he's gonna be now taking over our patrol division. And we just had this conversation about this reporting system and making sure that we are trying to be as articulate as we can be, because I'm at fault with it as well. Like, I may go in there, put my time in, and it may say, roving patrol North Hill or something like that. And even if I make a stop, like, I don't hit that checkbox, like, so it doesn't show up. But that is one thing that we just had a discussion with last week. Hopefully, you're gonna start seeing a lot more articulable reports in those systems where you guys can check daily. And because they are updated every day. And like, so if you saw a big presence of Orleans County cruisers here in the town, and you can start to get a question on what was going on, hopefully by the next day, you should be able to go on there and look, and it should give you a brief little report on the amount of hours that we spent in Westfield and what we were doing in there for activity. And if there was any arrests and warnings or speed given. But yes, this is a battle that I'm gonna be having with Sergeant Garces, with the rest of the patrol guys, to let them know that the towns are looking for enforcement, and that's the best that we can do. Is let them know that they're looking for enforcement and not just like the warning variety.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Does your agency, do they oppose sitting in people's driveways to run radar or just be visible to the public?
So we have to have permission, like, right?
You have my
No,
permission, you know that.
Absolutely.
Believe me.
You know how many times I drive down there, like, boy, I hope Mike's out, and that's my way, but.
And I've given you permission before, and it's just like, I don't know if you've been down by my house, I actually put a little stupid little Amazon sign out
I
that
did.
says, please slow down, this is not a racetrack, and it's like.
So the tough part to get
And I've got that little
into,
hill right there, which makes it even more difficult.
Yeah.
Pulling out of my driveway. I
right,
mean, I have to sit there and look down and up that hill, and when I leave my driveway, I have to leave at a pretty good speed.
correct, I agree with you.
Yeah, you know what it's like,
Yeah.
you've seen it, and it's like. It's concerning, it really is.
So the short answer is no, like, we cannot, I mean, we can go and sit in private driveways or private property, as long as we have permission. We, obviously, if we go and park somewhere and it's like, hey, can you beat feet, then we have to go,
Yeah.
right? But the other problem that we have is in, where you're probably not familiar with the radar and all that kind of stuff, the tools that we measure speed with, is you have to try to be as straight on as possible. Because that's where the mathematics get involved with the cosine effect and all that kind of good stuff. So the more of a degree that you're out, the less percentage that it's accurate. It could be not as accurate. So if you're, at a 45, there could be a chance that the radar is not as accurate if you're at a 90. So when we sit into someone's driveway, either we have to try to, block the whole driveway so we can get the cars coming and going, or if we can back into the driveway, we have to have a handheld device in our car to be able to sit and run. Some of the guys, I know at least one of our guys, our newest patrol deputy, Deputy Batista, does carry our LiDAR, which is a laser in his cruiser, and he runs the laser quite often. I have a handheld. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, as far as the battery life. But there are, we do have a couple other handhelds in the office. So yes, it's not out of the realm that we can't, we can. But sometimes it's harder for us to be able to do because of how we have to maneuver our radar cones. So obviously, because I'll see the little cones and the cruise, like that's our radar, like gun that's stationary in our car. They can move, so if we do park, like we can try to turn it. It's just, then again, it's just a matter of when we go to court, how are we gonna be able to testify the accuracy of it? By sitting at those angles.
But you have an open invitation to sit in my driveway anytime.
All right. I will definitely put that up.
Yeah, make it known to Sergeant.
Garces, yeah.
Garces. Please do, because a lot of times if you come up over that hill at a high rate of speed and all of a sudden. Sheriff's vehicle right there, maybe he'll say. Jacobs has given them permission to sit in his driveway, maybe we ought to slow down. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
From the town's perspective, is there anything safety wise we can do at 390 North Hill Road to try to make it safer that you know of?
The position of the driveway is what actually caused.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
right, so you
Should-
talked
should have
about,
put
you
that.
talked about Mike's
Yeah.
issue with, with the little hill. Now you're talking that
Yeah.
issue right there, when you
Blind-
pull out of that yard. I see that they do have a mirror, coming out to try to be able to see if there's cars coming, but we all know how that works, especially in the winter time. But yeah, the driveway positions sucks.
Yeah.
To get in and out of there because of that corner. But as far as a town, like. Again, like, there's speed signs, I don't even know if you can put speed signs out anymore. From my understanding, you're not allowed to do it on state highways anyway, but town probably can. But then you're talking, $15,000 to put like a solar sign.
Yeah.
Those are deterrent for a little while, but not always. So that's where you, like, you can't put speed bump there because that's just gonna put a bump and somebody walk the road.
Oh, we'll get a call because it'd be too noisy.
Because it's bad corner, right? I mean, it's tough from the standpoint for the town, but I mean, it's posted. It's ordinance, the tough is like, I haven't seen a lot of speeding going around that corner.
You can't do it. I mean,
And I've sat at that dry hydrant for many hours, not many hours a day, but at least an hour or two a day, like when I'm sitting there, but for many hours. And can you get some speeders on top of the hill that coming down past Kuchers? Yeah, there's some speeders that coming through there, but everybody is slowing down for
for that curve, you have that.
Not everybody, but for the most part. I mean, it's a tough corner, and for someone who's trying to pull out, everyone's gonna look like they're going fast. All cars look like they're going faster around the corners.
And.
From what I said
there's
before, the
two
mathematics
driveways-
of it.
There's two driveways there, you should be down to one driveway to be safer. But the upper driveway should be closed off.
Like, 'cause they have an Airbnb off the side or something, right?
Yeah, they do.
A separate.
But still all
It's all
looped
the
around,
same
like
driveway.
a loop.
Maybe it's taking
Oh, same driveway.
out of there,
It's just that,
left hand.
that probably, of course, that was built from that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had conversations with her in the past, but absolutely, like, anybody who calls with speed complaints on any of the roads, like, definitely direct them to us. Especially when it's going on, that way we can get some further information on, best time of day, if it's a specific car, if they had a plane or anything like that, like, then we can try to focus on that time.
So at this point,
Yeah,
at this point, then it's up to her to get to the sheriff's department if she has complaints now with safety on.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Town
And
road.
it should be, I mean, you guys are on the board to hear all the, that's what you got to contract us for.
Don't know on the police force.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, very good.
Absolutely.
thank you.
So I can tell you, like, so when I go back, Sergeant Garces and Sheriff and I are gonna have meetings and, like, we're gonna have this discussion. And as far as like all the smaller towns with the speed enforcement, because we're seeing it, we're hearing it. So hopefully from, this date forward, hopefully you can see a different production and, see what a department can do for you.
I have a question for you too. Is it against the law to lay rubber? To make these circles everywhere, or is that just a fun thing for somebody?
It's definitely against the law.
Okay,
It's called starting parked vehicles, and what it is like, because when your vehicles spin, because usually it's your start and then you park, and then if your vehicle is spinning, it loses traction with the road, which is unsafe, so which is a tickable offense.
yeah.
Um,
Circles everywhere.
yeah, but the tough part is, obviously, like, all that stuff happens random, but,
I know, you can't be there.
I can tell you, so one of the things, why Sergeant Garces is now involved in our patrol division is he is very passionate for motor vehicle safety. So like, when he drives around and he sees these donuts and stuff in the roads, like he spends some time there trying to catch that person, like that, because that gives him a sign that like somebody's out here screwing off and not being safe. So he does put some time in that area.
And then the other question, I guess, is there a time of day where we have no coverage at all? I know for us it's not full time anyways, but. Do these guys know that after a certain time of the night, there aren't any cops out at all?
At what time?
I don't know, but.
So
you know,
from,
Have
so.
that information on a piece of paper, so nobody knows that.
No, I mean, our office hours is from 6 AM to midnight. And then from midnight on, we have an on-call guy. That will take some calls, but the state police are on until 2. And then so after 2 o'clock, from 2 to, they come on, I think, around 8. So like from 2 till 6 is an on-call for most of the county, other than Newport PD. Newport PD is the only 24-hour policing.
Okay.
But you're not 7 days a week over.
We are 7 days a week. We've been 7 days a week for, I don't know, 3-4 years.
Congratulations, you did get promoted, didn't you?
It is.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. And anytime there's any questions, like she's obviously got our contacts and she can holler at us all day long if we're good. But we'll all I can say, we'll try to do better.
Thank you for picking up the needles, by the way.
Yeah, like some of those were hard to find, like
Yeah.
the one of them, because I didn't really have a whole lot to go by.
Right.
Because the pull off with the old camper and,
Really?
yeah, so,
Here, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And they can always, if we have that again, because I think we are gonna be having more of that up there.
So people who moved in or just,
Mhm.
because I can tell you
We
that's
can
probably
always-
one road that we probably don't travel as often, but if we should, that's what we need to know, like, I mean, those are the.
Yeah.
Mill Street,
No.
No,
All ground road.
All good.
all ground, oh, yeah.
But you can always stop here too, and I can always go and assist. And point it out.
Okay,
Yeah, that's tough,
Yeah.
because I think in small towns, we know what's going on at certain like homes, right? And then so like what happens when we have like an idea like that, we just pass it on.
Absolutely,
But
because
then what else,
so most of the time, you're probably gonna get my voicemail and you leave me a message on what your concern is, and I'll give you the call back, or I'm gonna come out and see you. And then we'll take all the information we can, because obviously the residents of the town are here, most 3/4 of the day, unless they're out of the town working. You guys have all the information that we need. So unless we don't hear about it, like, we don't know what's going on.
Were you gonna stay for a few minutes after? For another topic?
Questions for you on another subject?
Sure, can we do
Or
it
can
now?
we go out of the
That's the
order?
next thing, yeah, we can go right to that.
Let's go right to that.
Let's see, if it's all right with you guys, let's stay around for a little bit. Where is that? Everyone by way
Number
16?
16.
16, delinquent dog update. Everybody's favorite update.
You can't act up to it.
You gotta say that.
Who wants to take that?
What's set up that mic?
Well, Mike Jacobs, he's been corresponding with him more than I have, because he went like the way it's not Mike, but the person involved in it.
Mhm.
So. Are we allowed to give names or no? No names? Okay, no
So
names.
being employed.
We have an individual who we've been in contact with, Ladonna has multiple times. And Piper had, I had as well, who has 3 dogs that just for some reason couldn't get vaccinated. There was always an excuse for this weekend, can't do it. One time was legitimate. Apparently, there was a vaccination clinic that was supposed to take place at Tractor Supply. And this person stated he was gonna go, and Tractor Supply canceled it that day. That's valid, understandable. I even checked up on it to make sure. And they didn't, they canceled it that day. But I've been in contact with this individual. Texting him and stuff like that, and we actually went up to see him one day, one night, and. It's really certain no warrant. What's that? That's what certain no warrant, and. Now, he has been served. Three tickets, 3 fines. 3 fines and a warrant.
What it was, some of it was, he was a practice supply there once a month. He couldn't take his first, he took 1 dog that was too big for all the dogs in the tag. So we made 1 appointment for that one, get that one done, on that, I don't think it worked yet. Or fines or anything.
What's the warrant?
The select board can issue a warrant after a certain date when the dog's not licensed for the constables to impound the dogs.
So you took the dog in custody.
We have not taken the
We
dog
did not
into
take
custody.
Was trying to be lenient.
They've been fined.
We worked with this gentleman. You know, we've gone above and beyond, you know,
Yeah.
given all sorts of breaks and stuff, it appears. And, then I got a message on my phone, said all the dogs are vaccinated. And that was it. And. Talking to Ron, I said, when you received any paperwork, you might, we haven't received any notification or certification that these dogs have been. Vaccine for rabies,
Except for the first one.
the first one, but you don't have any paperwork
Right,
yet,
she just got a video, a picture of it.
but nothing paper has come in for the town to basically. Put in the system. And. It just so happens. This past weekend. The weekend ago, what was it, during the week? He ended up bringing one of his dogs down to Lamoille Valley Veterinary, and. The dog slipped his collar and ran off for several days. You probably saw it on social media. They had the drone up there looking for this dog. This dog was extremely skittish.
What kind of dog?
Don't know.
They found it.
Yeah, they finally ended up getting it, but it's like, my goodness gracious, like this,
Been drama.
it's been never, and even after that, and that ended what, like late last week or something like that, I think it was. And still to this day, I talked with Ladonna to see if he received any she's received any paperwork on the licenses or that's been vaccinated, and no attempt has been made to settle up on the fines.
Fines for fees for the license.
Yeah, the fees.
Regardless of the money. At least they, the individual put it down, we drop the paperwork off. The rabies going around here like crazy.
Mhm.
That's the number one concern.
That's the only concern.
Is there a specific question, or you want me to answer what I think you want? No, so my.
Straight up with me,
Yeah, so straight up, like, if you call our office, like, is the guy pretty, is he cooperative, kinda, like, he talks to you, but is he aggressive?
He was toward me.
He was toward him. And it was, it just
That's where we
happened,
got it.
it worked out okay because I was there, and he didn't wanna talk with the mic, and.
Have you guys ever spoke to Renee? Hoffner?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, she is very, so if I have any questions and
Yeah.
like, so like, I can probably tell you that I will reach out to her tomorrow
Mhm.
and talk to her about your situation to see what she would recommend, because she's very knowledgeable on all, she is the animal control officers for
Several towns.
probably half the county.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, she works with us a lot. And she would have no problem coming up and then assist anyway. But so she tells, like, so my thought is, because obviously there's a lot of different laws that kind of go back and forth, but like, if you can still get a warrant, like, I think you could probably still get a warrant for all his dogs. Take the dogs into custody, and at that point, he has to provide the documentation of all the shots, the vaccines. And if not, then it's up to the town what to do with the dogs.
Well, that's it, my question is, if we go turn tonight, we're gonna take them.
So I know Renee
The
has,
shelters.
Renee has her own little shelter thingy that she uses that sometimes, like, that's what I'm saying, like, if you reach out there, like, she'll gladly help you. And then she has all of these different resources that she works with all these different agencies, and she has the resources of, you know, hey, we're gonna potentially take 3 dogs into custody, and she'll have everything lined up for you to help.
Good.
She really will. And I'll look into that tomorrow. Let me do me a favor, call, if either one of you can call the office around. I have court in the morning, so say sometime in the afternoon, and if I haven't got to it, that will give me a reminder. And then I'll contact with Renee, and I can see what we can do to help, and then from there we can move forward.
We've never gone to this extreme to take care of it all.
Yeah, well,
Like 3 warnings,
you know, and it happens a lot in a lot of towns, and unfortunately, I am not versed in.
No, understandable, but we're, you know, what we're looking at, we've gone beyond what a lot of people probably would have done.
Right.
It's just hasn't worked, he hasn't communicated.
But just like it was said, like, well, if you just keep getting a warning, and then, you know, then.
I'm saying, yeah.
You know,
So,
so
like-
maybe if we show up and try to take that dog, and we take one, then he's gonna be like, all right, they're gonna come back for the rest, you know?
So is there a safety issue involved too?
I'm sure.
Dogs, are those dogs dangerous?
Yeah,
I'm not
one,
sure.
one dog
I
won't
know
go in
one
the
of
car.
them was the one that ran away the other day, so that one is extremely skittish. The other 2, I'm not aware,
Now you have to go with the right equipment.
Yeah, because you can,
Yeah,
well,
we-
she would have that.
you know,
I'm
there's
just-
babies out there, you be careful.
Well, I was gonna ask you, if you sent one of the program and tell them we got that, this out for somebody else, because we have no means of taking care of that stuff.
Somebody experienced doing it, like you were saying.
Well, Renee would be the
Sure.
one that would help out. I know Renee too, but
She's absolutely, she's very knowledgeable, and she'd be able to, if she wouldn't come out and help, she's gonna point you in the right direction and tell you exactly what you need to
Well,
be done.
that's why we're trying to be lenient with tractor supply, because it's a lot less money than ones like that.
Yeah,
Because then I showed you,
absolutely.
Crazy money.
Yeah.
And that's why we was trying to give him time, we had to cancel on him. He canceled twice, I mean, he keeps
I mean,
going.
work both ways. Yeah, you gotta be knowledge.
And the thing about it is,
Work with it.
yeah, if the dogs are vaccinated, just bring in the paperwork, it's that simple.
That's simple.
For that part,
Email it.
for that part, I mean, and as I said, communicated with him, and
You even
crickets
said,
after that.
you just sent him a message.
Did he say, or was there a picture like on where the dog got vaccinated? Cause you can always just call the vet and get.
They won't tell us at Tractor Supply.
Probably confidential.
It's against their policy.
Cause it's through pet, that,
They contract with somebody.
Interesting.
yeah. Cause usually we deal with most pet owners, they vaccinate.
Yeah, cause everybody usually, I mean, all the
Yeah.
veterinary.
What if Renee could figure it out, so I'll find out.
Yeah,
And the only
Yeah,
thing
they're
is-
difficult to get information out of.
And the only thing I stress with them. Well, we're talking about it. Get a 3-year tag instead of a 1-year tag, is usually, I just buy one, gives you a 1-year tag, but you take all the paperwork, but they give you a 3-year tag. So we don't have to go through this every year.
yeah,
And we have a lot of people that don't understand that, they want to get a 1-year tag, come back and hunch in the next 2 years.
The 3-year tax probably caution will do.
Nope,
No,
no,
same.
just got to bring the paperwork that. Is required.
I'll try to get her on the phone on my ride home, and I'll try to get some answers for you.
Thank you, that'd be really helpful.
And just felt like, there's some direction.
Yeah, it sounds like probably just gonna have to go grab the dogs and we'll house them somewhere until they get vaccine, they have to pay or something like that. That'd be my guess.
I'm sure the other fees at their house somewhere else, correct?
Yeah, so if you go and like impound at Oasis or something like that, then yeah, there's fees.
Boarding.
I don't know. I mean, I know Renee has taken dogs and she's impounded them at her own place because she's got cages.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she charges or not.
But it would be, that would be on him.
Right.
Right.
It's
So,
correct, and, you know,
now-
and I don't know, if you've already told, like, that's the last measure, like, if you told them on Monday, say, hey, listen, you got all day today to come give us your paperwork, if not, this is what's gonna happen, we're gonna get warrants for the dogs, we will get the dogs at some point, we can't, because the problem is, you won't be able to go inside the house to grab them, and we can't do that either, unless we write a warrant ourselves to go in for the dogs, I don't know if we've ever done that.
No.
No, usually never get this.
No, right, and then whenever you do get the dogs, like you're gonna get the vaccination fees, you're gonna get the impounding fees, and you're gonna have whatever the ordinance states that you hold them, of which is 20 days or something, probably.
Well, we don't have an ordinance, we got an ordinance in town, but no ordinance on the outside of
You
town.
can't afford the tags and the vaccinations, so how
Right,
do you
right,
find out?
We have an ordinance for the town, but we don't have one for outside of town.
Right. It's just for the village.
Just for the village.
So, well, we'll talk to Renee and get all
Yeah,
of that.
like I said, I'll I'll catch up with you tomorrow. And I'll try to call her on the way out, because she's usually home, and then I'll see if I can get some answers.
What will, and would you mind accepting a call from Richard as well, as far as having that information here for you, Renee Falconer, you know, as far contact number and stuff like that?
I'll pass that on.
Yeah,
I'll shoot that in the email and everybody on the.
just so everybody
That
else
last,
knows.
that last email thread that we had for this meeting, everybody will get it.
Okay.
Very good, thank you.
We always have dog problems.
But this.
This is the worst one.
I wish we had PAL problems for a long time like that.
Harrisburg had health problems.
They had to make their ordinance
Our
for
ordinance.
livestock.
Yeah.
in the roadway. Yeah, they just barely got that passed this summer. It's animals are animals, like, nobody really knows how
But
to
in
do.
some cases, it's not the animal's fault.
Absolutely not.
It's the
For
irresponsible.
most cases, it's not the animal's fault.
Yeah.
Let's say irresponsible.
Correct. I agree with that.
Good.
Thank you all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys have been there, State now.
Thank you.
Library report.
So, Jennifer email a librarian report to you guys to show you all the things that are going on for the programming or. Excellent. Great, so lots of really awesome things happening at the library. We're really looking forward to the improvements that are gonna be happening to make the bathroom, and back door wheelchair accessible, and also have a diaper changing table while the library is closed. And just, is there any updates to the plan or to the timing? I know that Jennifer and Carrie were in communication with Lisa about potentially asking if the contractor who's doing the work for the bathroom could potentially do other work, while the library is still closed. Not sure how that unfolded. But other than that, just looking for an update as for timing to see if all systems go, and that's it.
I think Jeff,
That's very
last time we talked with
No.
Jeff, he was willing to do extra work. We were at the library down there, we did a walkthrough for staff and.
The windows will start next week,
Yeah, great.
the windows, I forgot to ask him about the shutters, but I didn't forget, but we should get in touch, so I'll get back to you on the shutters, but I'm pretty sure that he'll be able to put that on too. I forwarded the letter that Carrie sent to me last Friday, Saturday, I forwarded to the select board so that they keep up, with the information also. He would be willing, but I didn't show him that this is exactly what she wants for the
So-
jobs.
Mhm.
So I didn't show this to Jeff yet, I'm gonna show him if he's willing.
That'd be great. There's also, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, who did build the ones for the daily library in Derby.
Dan.
Is it Jesse?
Well, I don't know, I'm asking.
No, who's
Dan? Dan,
Oh, then.
Data digest,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Um. You guys are looking like 2 feet out on the bottom, but I think we got down there now, shelves are 2 feet out.
But these are gonna be on
Yeah,
wheels.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they look
And-
better than these here are kind of messy.
Well, yes, this is not to scale at all. But, oh, you mean these are messy? You mean
Yeah.
these?
Yeah,
Well, so we ideally would wanna have them with the spine facing upward, and I think in person, this isn't really a great picture, but. In Albany, if you see it in person, they really do look nice, but with the spine facing upwards, so kids can pull them out and don't have to like go under. But there are, but totally open to suggestions if
are
you
there
guys
gonna be
said.
enough room, next to the bathroom where the window is 2 feet out?
Mhm.
You know, in that corner.
Yes, so, we're not gonna have those kind of. Are you,
Right to the corner,
you're saying right here,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so 2 feet out, how are you saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they'll come right out to here and then nothing's gonna be on
Alright,
this
we're
wall,
talking probably about,
cause there's gonna be a window.
there'd be a little space there, probably 18 inches look like. If you sit down to the drawing, looks like, the other side's 2 feet out too.
Yeah. There,
But there's not a window there, so.
Right.
There's so there could be runs there.
Yeah.
Books
Okay.
there.
yeah, I hear what you're saying, that does not really do those shelves justice. I've been into the Albany library and they're really nice and they're really easy for kids
Yeah,
to just.
Danny Digest made these. But he doesn't want
At the
to.
Daily?
Yeah.
No, it's sitting at that.
But he does have more specific plans other than the one that you have there on that sheet, so that we could get them.
So you were looking to put on the A1 and A2, those things, right? If I'm looking at this correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what those shelves are gonna be replacing those museum collection.
So they're gonna be 2 feet out too on top, or just
Meaning that,
A1, A2,
yes,
so they're all gonna be 2 feet out.
yeah, they're all gonna be the same design. They might be slightly different depending on where the heat pump is situated, etc. So they're gonna be, you know.
But yes,
Mhm.
The heat pump will be the same size as that one.
But is it because the heat pump,
be bigger.
I'm trying to understand, the heat pump, you know, it's gonna be high like
Yeah,
this
it's gonna
right
be
there.
way up there.
We didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's gonna be like that, so you can
Amazing.
fill that
Amazing.
space up too if you want.
It might-
Great.
All right, be careful.
Is that what you,
Why is the heat pump gonna be bigger?
Cause these here are 2 foot on the bottom.
It's gonna be the same size as the money though, and then.
You're talking about the shelves, right? I'm talking about the shelves.
Oh, no, I thought you said the heat pump itself.
No,
It's
I'm
gonna
talking
be
about the shelves, 2 feet out on top.
Yeah.
So meaning we don't need to save any space on the ground floor for the heat pump, it's all gonna be up high.
No, it's, yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it could be a high
that
ground.
much.
Okay, good to
okay, so
know.
the back wall, you want all this there, so I could ask Jess and then,
Yeah.
not Jeff's, but Jeff.
Oh, I know, I suggested Jesse because it's her, because.
Yeah, that name, I mean, if it came to that, he's really good,
I know.
he's
With
good.
that,
Jesse, Field that on Derby Line.
yeah.
Did you ask him? I thought you did, and you said.
I offered his name as a suggestion if this person
Oh,
was
okay.
in fact
Ideal.
didn't work out.
Jeff would do it when he's already in.
Well, I say,
Well, I'm gonna show it to him first to show him what it is, cause he
Mhm.
thought it was gonna be a little shelf, like, you know, like shelf on
yeah,
the wall, not on like, you know, like this, something like that.
no,
But,
these are like modular things that we were thinking, this might be a good project for someone who has like like a home shop that they could.
Yeah,
build
you
them
Yeah.
didn't make that one.
And then bring them to the. If that's an option.
yeah, no, I will ask him,
I
and then
know.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can when I hear.
Yes.
When we talked to him, I told him he could use my shop if he wanted to,
Oh.
in this winter, I told him that when we were there.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing to get. So are these here gonna be 2 feet out too, on top? Or just the bottom?
A1 and A2, so yes,
So
yes,
the 2 feet on top is put it's pretty deep.
meaning
2
out
feet
like
from
where
here,
they're
yeah.
reaching into.
Yeah, he'd be real
Yeah.
there.
Well,
No, up above that, there would be just shelves, right? But there wouldn't be much, because they're not gonna be able to reach high, that's what
No,
he's
they're
saying.
really low.
No.
No, I'm talking about the low ones, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
top ones, how deep are they gonna be? The A1,
You mean deep in?
No, he's saying the top
From the
ones.
from the wall on top, these right here. tree shelving, so it looks like you're gonna put units like this again, right? Unit 1 and unit 2.
I don't think we're talking about the same
No.
thing.
Yeah.
So. Richard, I don't know what you're talking about, Richard.
Yeah,
These shelf, this shelf, these shelves right here
yeah,
are,
that's the bottom one.
that's
Okay.
these.
So you're not gonna put nothing on top,
They're, the top that you're referring to
It's open
Yeah.
box.
above
is,
them, what I'm saying.
is like,
yeah.
is tall enough for a small child to be able to.
So you're not putting
reach
nothing
into.
above it.
There's nothing on the wall,
Okay.
Nothing on the wall.
nothing on the wall.
We're taking it.
They're all modular,
That's
like
it.
toddler height.
They look like they're built like a hut. So
It's
it's one place
The drawing
here
is
and
really.
here in your drawing.
Is, yeah,
Should have cased that top in, you'd have understood it better.
it's true, yes, you're looking, I see what you're saying.
I didn't
It
know.
looks like it says ceiling, so it looks like it was all the way to the ceiling. That's
Yeah,
what
so it looks like.
Yes, and as a builder, you're
they're gonna go right to
Yeah.
the ceiling. That's-
not, what, that's not, that
No.
doesn't, compute, you, this is a different drawing.
When you're looking at something like this that has, it's deep on each square, right? It's 3 and 1 little cubby.
Yes,
Little bins.
so it's like a open bin
Yeah,
on top, and then underneath
It's open
is
on top.
these. So this is reflecting this,
Okay,
right
Oh,
here.
okay.
so it looks like
So
you
that's
see,
what
Not
goes
ceiling,
under.
I thought you had a shelf above it too.
No shelves above, all modular units, just like this, tall enough for a small child to be able to reach.
And, Danny Digest, I look at his stuff, looks like he made them all plywood, 3/4 inch plywood. But you can see the screws and I saw it on my iPad. You can see where they screw them together, plywood.
Each one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Usually here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but this little section that they're separated.
So that would be the factory there. Now I get it. I thought this was part of the shelving up here.
Nothing's
I
on.
thought you put some shelving like this.
Shelves would not work for. a
Yeah, when I saw the
right?
ceiling.
Everything has to be,
Are they-
yeah, not to scale, drawing not to scale, librarian drawing,
Here,
yeah,
let me hold you up.
yeah, no, so it's a tiny.
Small
I mean,
people.
Small
I mean,
people, so,
those ain't hard to build. They all should be
do you wanna do it?
making the section 4 feet wide.
Richard,
No,
He's
I'm
not for a job.
sure he's gonna go it.
Well, there's plans, already, that he said that he would let whoever wanted to build
Yeah,
that.
those are not having built. They all screw together and
So in the
Yes,
process of
plywood
doing that,
proofs.
are there gonna be new walls? Cause we're.
we were gonna
Talking about that.
take the paneling
Yeah,
inside the bathroom and save some of that and put paneling back on the outside.
Okay,
But if you want all paneling, but that was the plan.
Well, the thing is, we gotta remember, we have a budget for Merc for 25 grand in the bathroom.
Yes.
Only.
okay,
The floor was included, the door for the bathroom was
the floor of
included,
the bathroom was
Yes.
included, yes. Doors and-
the door also,
The widening,
Yeah,
Yeah,
make the
yeah.
door wider, yeah.
the entry door.
yeah, that's involved in that
Yeah.
price. And it's already bought and everything is purchased.
And plus, I don't know what her door is,
back door,
no, they said they had a door up here.
Yep.
It could be a left hand, it's gonna have to be left hand, but her door could be right, I
that's
don't know.
right, she said she has maybe 4 or 5 that we could take a look at.
Yeah, but they need to be wide
Yeah.
enough to
Yeah, 36
36, but we already bought that
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
I think that, oh, we bought the door for the back.
We bought it also. It's all in the Merc.
And,
Okay.
and, her door up there, I think that one we got, would be wood, be to match the other door.
It would have a window, I think
It
is
would,
what,
could be wood to match the other door.
but, okay, so what you're saying, you bought the door, we could you potentially return it if we found, could you potentially return the door or no?
Which one?
The one, for the ramp door, if
No, that door's already bought,
it's already bought,
that door's already here.
okay.
I think Jeff is gonna try to put it in, we does the window.
No, I was talking about the bathroom.
Sorry about
You're
that.
talking about the bathroom,
No.
And you're talking,
No, we weren't talking about.
No, she was talking about the outside door.
I was talking about the ramp door.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that
but
door.
before we started, it was all, it's like we're jumping here and there.
We're excited, we're excited. All right.
We were talking about painting the room.
You could paint,
So-
paint, paint.
So then we were talking about.
So-
painting,
We wanted to talk about the options, there are some at, we talked about the options of painting the paneling, some people were like, well, that might not look that great, maybe you wanna take down the paneling if there's sheetrock behind it and just paint the sheetrock. Or maybe we could put V-groove pine up, while we're all doing it at the same time.
Underneath there have to be muddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we were just thinking, we had a moment here that we could potentially make some improvements. Do we wanna take this moment to do something more than just paint the paneling? Or do we not have enough time to do that? And should we just keep it simple, focus on the bathroom and just make minor upgrades like paint the wood paneling and put in carpet? Or, you know, we're talking about options.
It'd be time to do anything in there, but we don't have any budget for that.
Right, no, it would, we were discussing where we could take it out of from, you know, the library's funds,
Yeah, it
rental
would,
donations, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the time to do it.
It
I mean,
would
if
be
you
the
wanna
time,
do
yeah.
sheet
Even
rock,
if the bathroom is done, like, you
Yeah.
know, 2 weeks, he's saying 2 weeks.
yeah,
I mean, you don't need to, you could paint the other room, you could still shut the door and
yeah.
finish
It's
it.
not,
but if they're gonna use some of their funds to do that,
yeah,
he can do it all at the same time.
well, that's what we're hoping
Okay.
to find out, if the contractor who's gonna do the bathroom could do these
He said
improvements.
He said he would when we met with him. You were there.
Yeah, I found out,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
So we could
You
sit.
didn't talk to him.
Yeah, yeah, we could simplify it to, you know, we could find someone else to build the building if we need to, but we were thinking. The roof pine on the wall instead of painting the paneling, because it would be a nice moment to do that kind of upgrade. And it's affordable,
You have to take that down.
you,
Yeah.
no,
If you can find
Oh,
a nail on the stuff.
it has to nail, so, right.
You're gonna put it this
It's not
way.
that big around.
And the thing about the V groove paneling versus painting the V groove pine versus painting the paneling is you can't put shelf brackets on the, you know, wood paneling like you can on.
Unless you know
That
what
V
stuff
groove. Right, and so if you've got
Well,
something
if you're
there,
gonna,
we could just
you're gonna
really
find, you're gonna put it upright, you're gonna put it cross it.
upright,
So upright, you gotta take the sheetrock out, put blocking.
Yeah.
On the
you
west.
just put,
Cause you just
you
have to
can't
get
put
top,
nailers on top of those,
top and bottom of the-
that's what I do at my house.
Yeah, there's, you know what I'm talking about, Dennis. There's.
No place to nail between the studs, so you got
Right.
just sheetrock and nothing.
Oh, so you're saying if we go
No.
horizontally, that would change?
Well, if you can do.
My house goes this way.
Instead of you do with pine, another way you can do is shiplap. You plan
Yeah,
on painting
or-
this big roof
yeah,
pine.
yeah.
So your shiplap would be cheaper than your big roof
Right,
pine.
then we'll, we
And you
wanna,
can put it in shiplap, this shiplap,
then horizontal strip ups.
and you could paint it.
I'll talk to, I'll,
You know,
we'll run it
you got it
by,
off if you could.
we'll run it by the other.
And then you can nail it on the stud.
That's what we wanna be able
Are
to,
you, I mean, I know it's not in the budget, you're gonna take some money somewhere else, but you guys
want
have a
both.
budget that you want
we
to
wanna,
quote?
yes,
Okay, so you want to quote on
the wall
for
Fine,
fine,
Your
that horizontal.
shiplap would be cheaper than your big roof pine.
Okay, great, shiplap. going
100%.
over. And,
ship up would be flat though.
Yeah, so be flat, and then it's not gonna be tight crack, because that,
It'll
that
shrink.
leaves you a little, space, it gives you the character.
Gonna shrink if it's not kiln dried correctly too.
It will shrink.
Very bad.
right,
you wanna take off all that panel then?
we do,
Okay,
Yes.
So the only other way you can use the roof pine is put it on 45, and then you put your stud, then you can nail it on the stud. You can, but it takes more time by doing it that way. Because
You're cutting more waste.
you're cutting a lot of weight, but that'd be another way to do it, is on the angle, 45 on the angle, you start on one end, work across.
So if we did that,
You know it's done.
yeah, but we need to take the fan on.
No, leave the paneling right on, leave the paneling shoe rock, and nail
because
on
you're
the
still
stuff.
nailing on.
Yeah,
You'd have
Why
to
can't
build
you
a
do
window
V
so-
groove horizontal?
Huh?
Why can't you do V groove horizontal?
You
Oh,
can,
you can.
Yeah.
And then that would solve the.
that's probably a blocking problem.
It'd be quicker. You do.
But it would be more expensive,
Pine is expensive, that's all.
shiplap versus V groove.
Vigo pine shiplap, you're talking probably double the price on pine, Vigo pine, Dennis,
Yeah,
at least.
because it's milled. But
Your shiplap usually around the 8.5 inches.
I would say double, but
Nine-
it's more.
Oh, so these are the things that we wanna quote for, is the, definitely the wall.
Okay.
Wood wall,
Cause we really, it's not a big room.
No,
no, it's not a big room, and if we have the moment and the library is closed,
it'd
it
be
would
time
be
to
nice.
it, even if it takes them a week longer, time.
yeah, less disruptive
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah,
And you mentioned the floor.
Yeah,
Yes,
Is it?
that's horizontal.
yep,
It
yep,
looks flat,
yep. Is shiplap or leaf roof?
that's the group,
Okay, yeah,
That's
oh,
your
yeah,
house
no,
then?
I've got
Yeah.
it,
back,
I've got it all in my house too,
Is it-
but
yeah,
ours
is
is
it
I can go up and down,
Carpeting in there.
my whole house is that.
so is ours.
Check with,
I think it's exactly this way.
I love it,
yeah,
yeah.
I just,
I mean, the rest of the place is carpet, so that's what's.
Ours is horizontal, we'll put two nails
there, so.
The state there.
Flooring,
because if you wanna put,
flooring's gonna be all ripped down anyway.
so what kind of flooring you were looking for? I mean, I know it was rugged the first time, but now I'm seeing you're looking for.
The trustees decided to go with just the cheapest route would be probably replacing the carpet with a cleaner wall to wall industrial.
Okay, so
Yeah.
carpet, okay.
Short, easy, industrial, darker color.
Not
Something
beautiful.
that's stain
It
resistant.
took us all a while to get to that agreement because we all had
They
different
sell
ideas
squares,
about.
you know what banks have, or
Mhm.
like, you know, they got the squares, the big squares, you
Yeah.
know, the four good looking squares and all that. That goes in, but
We love the idea of wood floored area rugs, but the wall-to-wall carpet.
You got what's low on the big.
I know, we
You
really.
know how to do it, Nick.
I know, well, yeah, when the kids were little, it was wood floor with area rugs. I mean, so, yeah, sorry to take up your time, but that, if we can
Okay.
find out if the contractor would be willing to do those jobs.
Well,
so
this
we
will
can
not
use
be the
them on it.
contractor, since
Oh.
you're going for carpet.
Yeah,
I'm
That
gonna
would be a different
go get
person.
person and then we'll see, they'll give me he's gonna come take measurements and then he's gonna show me some carpet and I'll show you samples and you guys
Perfect.
could decide the colors.
yeah,
And he'll give us a price, so we'll
But it'd be good to know if we did go with shiplap on the wall without taking the paneling and the sheetrock.
mhm,
He's gonna do those windows in there, so it'd be good to know if.
Yeah.
Right.
because you gotta build,
You
you gotta
gotta
build them up,
windows back.
you gotta build them up right away.
You gotta you got a window in the back, you gotta change and one in the back.
The
Yeah.
door,
If you go with half inch, 3/4 inch shiplap, you're gonna be blowing the windows out. So
they
you gotta
gotta
know
put
before
these right here.
Before you finish the windows.
They gotta be 3/4 of an inch
Before you
wide.
finish the windows.
3/4 of an inch out.
stand by next meeting.
Yeah, so
Your
We-
next meeting is when again, November,
well, our budget meeting is, tomorrow.
wait, do you have one in November though? No,
It's gonna be the 18th. I'm
18th?
moving it to the 18th.
I think by the 18th you'll have, good idea.
Okay, that would be fantastic, so we're gonna take up,
so you guys okay with shiplap, we not fine?
I'm feeling is
For the wall.
Hi,
No,
or
they
is that how much?
want a quote for one of you.
Oh, shiplap will be
Just see,
good, fine.
Yeah,
Correct.
for it first.
And we need some quotes.
But I like the horizontal idea, like. okay.
Can you get 6-inch shiplap?
It's all, I think it's all 6 inch, 5.5,
The
6 inch.
shiplap?
Oh, shiplap is usually an average
Eight.
about 8.5,
Yeah,
like we did at your house.
the widths are different too, so, you know, they got different widths on shiplap and then different widths
You
on.
leave it wood color or are you gonna paint those? That's not.
Um,
Cause if you
I
wanna
thought-
paint it, we gotta have it prime, remember we did that with mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I
so what we,
remembering people saying they wanted it painted,
So
but
you-
now
you,
I'm second guessing myself.
you can
So
buy,
we could do it both ways.
you can buy the shiplap three-prong,
Yeah,
because that way there, when you shrink, you don't see where the cracks are, it's all faded in the back.
Hmm.
Oh, wait,
cause it will shrink a little.
And it will shrink.
yeah, it won't shrink.
Then you see like in the crack and.
I know.
So you have
That's
to,
why.
kinda have to paint the wall.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
maybe why the roof might be better option, so we don't have to deal with that shrinkage, but we're open to that. If we can get a quote on both, that would be great.
Okay.
And that is it. That would be great.
No, we're
Floor-
gonna
No, I know, but floor,
Yeah, we have,
walls and shelves.
Yeah.
So, perfect, and I can let you know, Lisa, as soon as possible about painted paneling versus wood.
Okay,
when I find out. Tomorrow. After.
that's, I would be, we kind of know that it's tomorrow because we're gonna do budgeting, but
what
we're
you,
gonna work on our budget.
but you won't budget on that part though.
No, well,
No, because that is already.
No, we're not, we have our budget meeting, we'll just find out about the plan on it.
Yeah.
And let,
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
So, are we gonna talk about the ordering, so what do you want us to do on that? You want us to order all our own stuff except for the stuff that you get from Costco?
I think it, personally, I just think it would be, you have the debit card now. Starting the beginning of the year, I think you guys should just order all your own supplies.
So that's completely different than what we originally told.
Yeah.
So we're doing alright, so that way we'd have to have room for storage.
Right. You've got the whole library.
Get downstairs, the whole downstairs.
Big lots of room.
No,
I mean,
put the supplies in the
downstairs?
aisles.
How about downstairs?
Well, we'd have to have a room.
Downstairs, in the back room, basement.
how much space are you?
You don't need much space,
Well,
like,
the only thing with that is that, we also have to think downstairs that eventually we're gonna put some of the taxidermy down there, so we have to section off a place for that as well.
So what, to just
We are
store?
looking for ideas, if anybody has ideas of
This
where the
is-
footholds,
So-
really musky, falling apart hair.
So, and I'm kind of getting the sense that you guys don't want that in there. You wanna get rid of it?
The taxidermy, oh,
The
all of
caribou?
it?
The text,
Oh, no, we
Oh,
love
no,
the
no.
taxidermy, just there's 2 or 3 pieces
Yeah, that are falling
that are
apart.
falling
and
apart.
those maybe.
Yeah, they're falling apart,
So
those
why
probably,
would we keep the storage then if you, it should go.
What is it?
We are meeting with Bob
Oh.
Harris on
October 30th.
the one that's
Next
falling
week.
apart, probably are.
next week.
Yeah, that's.
It-
the
it does.
thing.
So Bo is gonna help us come up with, he knows how to carefully store and or dispose.
Well, he had suggested that we not keep all of them out all the time, it's not ordinary that we keep them all out. He thought that they should be like in a rotation or something like that, because. To me, I think it's quite overwhelming to see everything that's in there, it's just so much.
So if you put them downstairs on the wall, the kids would be hanging
No,
on.
no, they're not gonna, they would be in a room
Yeah,
right.
that would be temperature controlled. That's what we're looking at somewhere down the road.
Short term, there's taxidermy in the children's room that is going to need to find a place
Yeah,
to
that's
be
all
stored while the
coming out.
work is done.
Yeah.
So that is immediate, somewhat immediate, so those need to come off the walls and get put in storage. Their long term, there is a conversation with Bo, and that, without the museum collections people did about the quality of the taxidermy and how we should. Look at which ones we wanna keep and or give away, dispose of, store. But it's short term, we need to store the one in the kids' rooms and get rid of 2 mounts that are falling apart and have arsenic.
Yeah,
So
the one falling apart, we had some before we got rid of it years ago.
Yeah.
So today,
It can't just get put in the dumpster,
right. So
right?
I
So
guess
we
that-
have to follow the policy, and I don't know what that is right now. We're
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
supposed to be
letting
calling
know
it.
about that next week, so we'll let you know and give you an update
Yeah.
of all that stuff before we do
Probably
anything,
gonna come
and
with a price too, disposal.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any information for you on that, but that caribou is the big contributor, and it's right over the doorway where people walk
That
in.
big
and
caribou?
it's- Yeah, and it's it's falling, it's shedding, It's not.
Did Jennifer send
Bring
you
it
a
to
picture of the?
Do you want it?
Close your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Jennifer sent you a picture of the mouse on top of the polar bear?
I didn't see it,
Oh,
but I
no.
heard about it.
But
Anyway,
anyway,
they could be doing destruction to them.
They could be
Oh,
doing.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But the arsenic will take care of that.
yeah, really.
Kill the mice.
They nibble on that.
You call Eric Lamar, right?
Yeah, he's working on it, but it's gonna, like I said to Jennifer Johnson, it's gonna take time.
Yes.
Because we have
Yes.
never had someone go in there and once we get them
These
all
things
out.
take time. Yeah.
They won't go back in.
These things take time, and it's the time of year where
Yeah.
animals
Oh,
are
yeah.
trying to find a place
We also
in.
got a problem, since we're talking about, it, we also got a problem with mice in town where
Do,
Oh, yeah.
Eric had, last year, he had to
Yeah,
bring his
last year,
truck,
yeah.
bring his truck, so we should have him go do that too. So there, he had to bring his truck,
Need bay boxes, it's only the,
yeah.
I got bay boxes in my house, and that's done,
Put eight box up here.
they're done.
Leroy started his truck, he said, well, this morning. Mike's looking at him.
So sorry to take up too much of your time, but for the supplies, so, So that means everything, so
Yeah,
even
so we'll
though
go ahead and
paper
order all
towels,
the-
cleaning, all that stuff, we're just shifting over to get our own things. We
Yeah.
have printing paper, printer ink.
We've been giving her, well, we're ordering the ink for her before.
Okay.
So, I mean, that, it was mostly because she didn't have a debit card, but,
Okay.
so, you know, you could use the Costco card and get the paper products there.
Use the town.
It comes to the
Yeah.
same, but it's just that
So,
it's difficult.
okay, meaning the town of Westfield will be paying for the things from Costco, but we will
No.
just be,
No.
no.
The Costco card just gives you.
It's a membership
I
card.
see what you're saying,
Just a
okay,
Yeah,
not it,
membership.
not it.
So then,
Okay.
where is that money gonna come from?
No, this
Your
is
budget.
there, I think you should start it January 1st,
Right.
Okay,
and then you do your budget for the
Yeah.
year,
And include that?
include that,
include supplies into our budget.
yes.
Correct.
Okay,
And you could go like with, I mean, you could, no. Of course, this is gonna be, I guess, the first time that we will go. Anyway, I could tell you like, you know, if you have whatever she ordered before too, to give you an idea of that, and then you could go from that.
okay, Yeah.
Just be less confusing.
Less confusing, we get separation or.
But everything's still gonna have to come here. I
I
don't know.
Yeah, but that's not either way.
I think we should get into a place of delivering some things at the library. I mean, people
Just
can
like-
not get good.
It's only hard because of the days.
Right.
That, you know, we're not always there.
Like paper products, you wouldn't want left outside because
We have a box in the back for UPS packages or something like that, like folks do. I mean, I don't know,
You
this
do
is not.
that,
I don't
know some
wanna-
people do that.
Right, I don't wanna take up your time in that like brainstorming session, but we could have this discussion at a different time about. Maybe if we're gonna be taking that on, then that's an option. I'm definitely, I'll bring it to the trustees a way, but I'm hearing it's important for us to just save the confusion. One card, we order ourselves, we store it ourselves, done deal.
Cause we do it at
No.
the community center,
Yeah.
we separate it, and then it's easier to budget too, like we know how much they need and, you know, you guys need,
Yeah.
and then you.
That's great, I will communicate that to the rest of our team.
Oh, I did see it. I had like, oh my god, I was so
Is
running.
there anything else you need to tell us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah,
Give me a blueprint of the shovel.
Yeah.
there you go, there you go.
On top of the pole there. Yeah.
I will,
Okay, I'm just curious.
okay, have you heard that before? I'm curious. That's fun,
I don't know how they came in.
cool,
You get like
Oh, get rid
wheels
of
on, you want wheels on it too.
wheels,
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
the only thing.
all right, excellent, you guys, thank you so much.
Dan?
Yes,
Yeah,
from the daily.
Take a couple.
You know it?
So one.
Yeah.
Right, then, I will get in touch.
now.
I'll get in touch with Jennifer tomorrow, and,
Well, we have the laptop here. Do you want
I'll
her to
save
pick
it.
it up or do you?
Maybe you'll call
oh,
back
I'll
to
take
you.
it, I'm gonna go tomorrow,
What's that?
the laptop, I'll get it. Thanks, you guys,
Where is that?
sorry, I know you're so busy.
that window should be here this week, I thought, anyway. I saw that whole evening Monday. And he said it would be Monday, we thought.
So yeah, they're fixing the one downstairs that was broken too.
Yes.
So he said this week he might be coming back.
Oh, full.
Yeah, we did it all part last
That's
time I was
the other
there.
part and but it'll be fixed, so.
Closer.
I saw him the other day, I'll be.
Yeah, those are-
You know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, thanks for your construction carpentry.
Outside, I was there.
Well, I don't know.
Much
I did it like-
handy.
I did my son's house.
I know.
I can't.
Beautiful.
Good to see you, Mister. I haven't seen you. Looking good. You feeling all right?
What was that?
It was in a recycling bag.
Oh.
That I
oh,
had
Back to recycling yet?
Well, it wasn't in recycling. It was-
No, it was in a bag.
This weekend,
This weekend?
this weekend, my turn. Back into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just picked up gas.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time.
You, have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, number 8, correspondence. I didn't keep up.
No, I didn't see that, Mark.
Did that come to us?
No, it just came today. It's in your packet.
So who's,
Oh, it's here.
who's this person?
He
tax
bought,
insurance?
no, he bought, I don't know, it could be.
I didn't really see it when I was saying it was up.
Oh, okay, look, I'll read it.
Okay.
He just bought a place on Buck Hill. I think it's 301, yeah, 3010.
Mark,
So, my name is Mark Kuchar and my wife and I just purchased property in town at 3010 Buck Hill. We are looking to get permission to have electrical service directionally drilled under the road instead of overhead lines at the recommendation of Vermont Electric Company. They informed me that they do not need an easement for this because it is a secondary line, but just written permission from the town to bore underneath the road. The pole that they're coming from is directly across the road from our drive. So it will be drilled perpendicular to the roadway and not parallel down the road. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for your time. It's
What about that?
it's past Trumpus Road.
Yeah.
Towards
Oh,
Lowell.
so it's that first set of houses that's right there on the
I think
right, past Trumpus Road? It's
think
like
it is the
log cabin and
like really rough shed that's not finished on the outside. It's got like type R.
Is that the
Yeah.
old, what's his name?
the top,
Uh,
sheriff?
Jefferson.
Used to be a sheriff up there.
Yeah.
I think it's a Jefferson owned it.
You think of Rudolph?
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
No, it's not that
what's his name, passed away.
Rudolph. is-
No, not Ackley, not
That's
Ackley.
what I was thinking.
Actually, yeah, Ted Ackley, yeah, that's actually.
Piggyback.
It's
So
further.
it's probably before, Jennifer, not Jennifer, but
Yeah.
her driveway, the long driveway.
Boy, the sun.
Getting a wife
So.
Yes,
before that.
yes,
Before that.
on the
So you
same
want
side
to
of
go
the
under the
road.
road?
Yeah, they got tools for that.
Yeah.
Hadn't heard it.
Porky Moore's.
You can even dig it up.
What's that?
Porky Moore's is horizontal.
I went diagonal down it. My son. Long ways down it. Eric did it.
And then the mother-in-laws, they.
Yeah.
They
They bored underneath the road there, the sewer.
Yeah. Yeah, so what do we just need to say, go ahead and do it?
Go ahead.
Is that- Or do we, is that?
Well, Eric should probably know they're doing this and then
Right, I texted Eric,
they're gonna be digging a hole on both sides.
he didn't, I don't believe he replied. So I didn't know if he was coming tonight or not.
Who's doing the digging? Does it say?
Doesn't say.
If, yeah, I was gonna say maybe Vermont Electric, but probably not. I mean, they're just up to the poles.
Oh, right, so Eric did answer. I said, did you hear from Mark Kuchar? And about putting the wire under the road? He said, no.
It's not a big deal.
Call me in the morning. So,
I don't have a problem with it, as long as it's gonna get power across. Well,
As
not
long as
really.
it roads-
Pole on the other side, go across overhead.
as long as the road's back the way it came.
Yeah, well, they're not even gonna touch the road. They're gonna be underneath it.
No, they'll go like one, here.
Yeah, they're gonna bore a hole.
What are you gonna show on?
We're gonna bore a hole into it. They won't do anything.
So I guess
Oh,
just.
yeah,
It's a go.
So we just make a motion then, do I have a motion in minutes to show that?
Yep.
That we give permission,
So-
permission to bore under the road for this electrical service.
So I'll make that motion. Allow Richard Kuchar, Mark Kuchar, to bore under the road on 3001 Buck Hill Road. Yeah, he's more, he used to work
Either
for
tax
tax.
service.
Yes, he is. He's perfectly opposed to me.
Maybe you want some.
Maybe I'm just gonna have you come over and look at that stuff.
You probably.
Just don't say.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
Okay, so all in favor, say aye.
Right.
Aye. Opposed? Is that-
Big black bag case for those.
Okay, what about A?
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah. I think the more we respond, the worse it gets.
So. Correspondence meaning, what's the criteria of that? What do we have to do to correspond?
Did you see the
Oh, yeah,
email
yeah,
from
I
the?
I did.
Yeah, so basically we just need to acknowledge it.
Right, and
And have
so I've acknowledged that we received it, but she wants to know that the select board is taking it seriously.
We are.
And that, I mean, the answer to most of this is that we can't control.
Somebody's not exhausted, and somebody's speeding up.
Yeah, but it's not just speeding, it's all the stuff that she does.
Oh, yeah,
talking
yes,
about.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
just say that we acknowledge we received it, and it's now part of the public record.
Right.
So did we ever communicate with her that anything, I think we did, that anything that she sends becomes a public record?
Yes,
That is no
Yes.
confidential, anything.
Right.
yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I think the attorney's suggestion is, I mean, plain and simple and. You know, they require the response. But then, yeah, no,
As long as it's recorded.
it's recorded. It's not required.
And-
I mean, unless you have some other suggestions.
Well, I think I just would like to
Do we
say
have to
that,
read every one of them for the meeting?
no, we do not.
We've already been through that.
No, I specifically asked the lawyer if we needed to read it for the record, and he said, no, we do not. But, I marked each of the things that we listed on the agenda this time, so just so it's on the recording, I would like to just refer to her subject. And I guess in the future ones, we'll put the subject and the date they were received, and so. So, the first item is, follow up on speeding and unsafe driving concerns on North Hill Road. The second one does not have a topic, but it's, about her, opinion of the town's, not responding to or taking her public safety concerns seriously. The third one is, again, public safety concerns and that we're not addressing those properly. The next one is, the select board's policy. She was not happy with the communication policy. So. And then we have. This was a duplicate. And. Town of Westfield concerns, an updated letter on. A previous correspondence. And the seventh one is. Safety concerns. And no gossiping or. Speaking about. The things that she's discussed with the select board. Ongoing speeding on North Hill Road, quality of life, safety concerns. Is the last one.
So this, it all becomes part of the public record. Available for anybody to look at.
And when I respond. I'll send you a copy, for your approval, and we have all the documentation. Of each time those items were discussed at select board meetings. In the last 4 months.
And I don't know if there's a response to her. It's worth mentioning that that we brought it up with the fair, that the manager.
And shall we focus more time on that road, or shall we? Do this thing?
Sounds like you've been doing it very long too.
I think that, yeah.
And he's aware of the address too, so he knows exactly where
Yeah.
the issue might be happening.
They've been getting a lot of communications too, from what I understand.
Right.
Okay. So we need to do that one.
Mhm.
Number 9, treasurer's report. So,
I'll make a motion to approve the warrant.
No, I'll second that motion.
any questions?
Mhm.
Not all in favor, say aye.
Right.
Any opposed? Have it. A review general and highway fund budget status.
I'm looking at, I mean, there's a lot, I did it as of Friday, the budget. But I got a lot of checks from the Sander and all that stuff, so that will change the amount.
Where's that gonna, money gonna go?
It's going in this is the revenue highway. They will actually also, I'm looking like the cap improvement here, it's a little high, but I just got the insurance money because I was putting the expense for the garage there, but we just got the insurance, so that will go down.
Is that going to cover our costs?
We still have $1,000 deductible.
So, we're talking about the town, right?
Yeah.
So I just texted Nick today, or called Nick, I probably texted him. Are we supposed to get a new opener for that right door? The old, that's still in there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, the
I
old,
think we're supposed to get a new one. Was it damaged?
I think it was part of the new one, the supposed to be a new one there, I thought.
Didn't it damage the?
Yeah, the thing is damaged, it doesn't work either. And you gotta work just with the, when it worked with the remote. I thought he priced it the new
I
opener.
think he did actually.
He probably forgot.
I think he
I-
forgot that.
Cause Eric asked me about that Saturday when I was there.
Yeah.
No. Oh, here he comes. Oh, you.
There you
Wow. Oh, you're right on time.
Sit in comfortable feelings.
I'll sit in the corner.
I'll sit in the corner. Cause I thought I told him.
He never mentioned me the garage opener, he only talked to me about the garage door.
Yeah, he probably forgot to add
I
that to
think
the
he
insurance.
forgot to.
Yeah, so that if the opener is not working the way it's supposed to, you get a new one.
Yeah, yeah, we need to.
So I thought, yeah, that should have been in the.
It was supposed to be changing everything.
Yeah, you're supposed to be changing everything way back.
Probably just.
So what is this, a lift master?
Yeah.
operator?
That's it.
You might not have the right one to.
Okay, so I texted him today and I'll reach out to him.
So the.
Oh, I do have it here, I paid it.
Okay. You sure it's still the old one up there?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, but he probably did the door, but he didn't do that part yet.
yeah, that's why I reached out to him today. But it's in there, okay.
Yes, I have it.
That's all I want to ask him, if it's in there.
So then it was also listed, it was also.
To the insurance.
Settlement to there.
But we, yes,
I was good. That's
Perfect.
the quote for the door went with the open.
And
No,
$1,000 was that goal.
well, that's just a deductible.
it's the deductible that we have to pay. So.
And his bill, I think, was. Including deductible way I thought.
What else I want to say?
Yeah, so we're just asking whether somebody got retired and the same is going. So it's going into miscellaneous,
Your budget.
Put it in his budget.
yeah. Actually, you know,
But this is not quite, that was like, oh, it's not quite accurate, because it's like, I have to do some more changes on there. Like, each needs to be adjusted,
but the tire money would be great.
Yeah, we could.
The tire money could go into the great funds.
That's good.
yeah.
How much you guys get it for?
400.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're,
with,
Oh.
and no calls on no either.
The full amount of that, like the sander and the tires?
I don't know about the sander, that should definitely go in a road budget, I mean, it comes from the. But the tires or related to the grader, that's what I'm saying, that so grader fund, it's just 400, it's not a big of an amount.
And tires are heavy too.
You mean like the greater expense?
We got
I
some,
would just
yes.
Put them in there, like to reduce the costs, right?
Well, if you just deposit an extra 400 in the grader fund. From that money,
With your transfer and the end.
And the greater,
Not in the
and the
CD.
income section,
well, I meant in the CD, but.
okay, so that's the income.
So when you deposit, when we do our annual payment, the greater fund, how do you do that? Is it added to a CD?
Well, because it's already included, I can't remember the amount, it was,
into.
It was $8,000. So you want me to take the $8,000 plus the $400?
Yeah.
Okay,
Imagine what those tires would have cost us to get rid of them.
It costs you more than $100 a month.
Yeah, cost more than that to get rid of
$20 a piece?
Oh, no,
No.
way.
Who's by rate?
It'd probably be $100.
them. They go by weight.
Then what do you think they weigh? I think they're over 300 pounds.
No.
You guys could stand it up, but
Was it full of water?
No.
not full.
Really?
Well, I wouldn't really, I mean, I didn't really try, but.
When I picked them up.
I can pick them up,
Okay, well, you can.
but I would say 150 pounds.
Oh, they're more than that. No question.
Yeah, they charge you by the pound. They
When I
charge
set him on his truck, he goes, "Oh, you have a load bar."
When we put them on the grader, two of us picked them up.
Yeah,
The rims,
Yeah,
From 0 to 40.
anyways.
they're bulky and heavy.
They got-
yeah, they're going.
Yeah, so, let's see, where are we here? You still looking for something, Lisa?
no, I'm looking for the greater expense, it's 11,062, and we budget 12,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, this is gonna be adjusted, and it's the same with the general funds, because this week I'm paying all the appropriation, and so a lot of it's gonna.
you don't have a million left in your check.
No, so this is just a little dream.
Plus, we haven't paid the school yet.
That's good.
No,
We haven't paid the school yet.
I gotta pay the school, I gotta pay,
Right.
appropriation, I gotta pay everybody's refund. It's a lot of checks.
Okay, all right, so that's the highway one and the general fund we talked about too, so, let's see. Review investments. The point out there, I mean, they're ready. And, did I skip something?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Check policy, we already did that last month, so,
So we don't need that,
no.
No,
I have one more thing I forgot to ask you about, Lisa. When's the deadline for the open enrollment for the health insurance? Cause usually we,
December 15th.
okay, so we have time next month. So I haven't seen any quotes from, or the spreadsheet from Blue Cross Blue Shield yet,
No, it's all by email.
but did you get it?
No, not yet. I got the one for the vision, but I'm like, that's not what I want, but yeah.
all right, we'll have it on next month.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure that we're starting to get that all these emails, so soon.
Usually we do it this month, I think. But we have time.
Okay. Anything else? Highway update, Eric. Grant and grant forfeited, is that what it says on?
Yep.
We didn't do that.
No.
Okay. Update on a culvert on School Street, Ball Ground Road.
I haven't forgot about it.
What's that?
I haven't forgot about it.
No, they're not done yet.
No. before-
Update on Coral Basin. I stopped by there the other day, it looks good.
it's
It
nice.
does, super highway.
I went
Really?
up to see Leroy, it was real good.
Does they have it?
Yeah. So that all went well, the brook was nice and low most of the time, maybe it came up one day.
One day we poured.
Oh, no kidding.
No, we're okay.
Yeah,
They wanna do two next year.
yeah,
Both of those down there?
yeah, we're approved for
Just didn't get funding.
I think,
So-
I think the money got approved already.
It was supposed to be,
Yeah, the day that I talked with Lindsay, about something else, actually, we had our. Probably scenic committee, we had talked about Balance Rock and nobody had ever been up there.
I gotta go up there,
So
I never been up there.
So I took them up there, and on the way back, we stopped and looked at it. And then I said, next year, hopefully we get those two, and she said the money just got approved, so she's chairman of that committee that like Champlain Basin.
Oh, she is,
Sounds
yeah.
good, yeah. So that's coming,
So Eric, how does that work? They're paying you, right?
Yeah.
So do we have to do anything to show the in-kind part?
just pay. Just pay the invoice. That's it. They just plain old don't pay that. Right,
so,
that was the only thing that,
For what part of that is, because,
What I just invoiced today.
Yeah, she just invoiced that right now, like about an hour ago.
Yeah,
okay. So we could.
well, that's the only thing they didn't pay for was the. Removing and getting rid of the old culvert.
Okay,
That was it. That was in the agreement, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
When we did it, I remember it here.
yeah, we talked about
I
it.
asked Ted about it this morning. He's just doing a bunch of stuff.
Okay,
That's the only thing, pretty darn cheap back then.
yeah.
yeah, for all that
The
work.
bottom of that culvert's never gonna rot.
Yeah,
no, that's a nice setup. That's a nice setup.
Thinking about culverts, not to get too far away from it, I know we're doing some work up here, that culvert, it's not very many years old, we're here on our bill. The first brook there, that crosses.
oh, where your sap lines go through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did, not there anymore, but
Oh,
that culvert, there's a bunch of holes in the bottom of it already, that's good.
we got quite a few of them.
That's not, I mean, that's probably gonna last a long time, but that's not a very old culvert.
I don't know.
That's got buried, that's been there for a
That's
while.
got some.
Well, time flies, it's probably a dozen years.
Oh, God, no,
More than that.
30.
I think something good put in for there.
Or maybe later, yeah, I wasn't junior, I remember when I
I
had,
wasn't there.
I know I had to pull my stat lines out
Yeah.
of the other one, put this one in. I didn't think it was that. Yeah, 20 years, probably.
I don't, yeah,
Because this one that
I
put
wasn't
new
alive.
lines in 20 plus years, yeah, okay, but there's some holes in there,
Yeah, we got
a small holes.
that big one. Up on Luciano, well, past Luciano Mason. So that's that side conference like that too, right at the water line. Literally all along that.
I wonder if these grants
Well, they engineered that one, but they're big. I mean, you're talking like $2 million job. Yeah,
Right?
that's a good one.
Which one is that?
That's 80 feet long, 12 foot two.
Yeah,
The one
this
just passed
this
on
one
down
is just a
driveway.
little tributary this time, right? I mean, what you just did,
Yeah,
those are
those are,
up there, it's the, what is it, Snyder?
yes, Snyder Brook. They looked at both of them,
Yeah.
the one by the camps on Buck Hill and
Mhm.
the other one.
They
was not saying they might not do it.
We're lucky when we can get grants for that.
Yeah.
Imagine. Yeah. Yeah, okay, on D, the culvert for the. This Explore Wild and Scenic Committee, that's done.
Yeah.
That before, twice.
This is the new one.
What's that?
This is for the new one.
Yeah,
This is for the new one?
Yeah,
For-
oh, the new grant.
Yeah.
New grant application.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
was taking that as a before fix of the
Okay.
pictures needed of that grant.
Yeah.
So that's due right off.
yeah, the grant applications due
Oh, okay,
November
so-
1st.
I should have time tomorrow morning.
And where is it gonna be?
That one is gonna be right by the next one down.
On Oak Road?
Yeah,
This way?
Loose Moose Road, right by that.
Oh.
Loose
can't-
Moose.
About by O'Donnell. Can we get grant money for that one? Like we talked about, drop it further down and go across the shoulder.
It's
Probably.
not a real name. It's a driveway.
That bump is,
Loose Moose.
bump is.
It comes back all
Yeah.
It's a driveway name,
It's a
it's not a road name.
Pat says you can put a culvert through his field on the other side.
That's gonna be an expensive job.
So is it on this side of it, or is it on the Troy
Right after
side?
Marion. Just, it's that halfway by. Halfway.
Right by the driveway.
Oh, the mountain before that, too.
Yeah, with the one right by the driveway.
Whose driveway?
Uh,
Oh, Bruce.
Loose Moose.
Something.
It used to be Loose Bush Road, no.
Is it?
It's Chip, can't remember his last name. Chip and Sarah,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Chip and Sarah's had by their driveway. So yeah, there's a culvert, a small culvert there.
Yep.
There's also another culvert toward the backway, my old house.
Okay, so we're gonna get that, well, when I apply for it.
They've done good though. I mean, we placed quite a few culverts on that one.
And this year, the funding that, for a while, we didn't know if that funding was gonna come through for that whole program. That's $220 some odd thousand a year that they get. And because of all this government stuff there, for a while, that's way before the government shut down. It came like 4 or 5 months later than usual, so we thought the program would be full. We came to. Okay, Anything more on that for highways?
Uh,
Stay filed pretty soon?
About
Oh, snow gonna fly.
road signs.
That'll be December.
Road signs, yeah,
Road
road
signs.
signs, that's probably before, that could be.
Road signs before it's wrong.
I thought you guys
Well, he
were
got
gonna
her.
those,
Yeah, you.
Was that a dream that you had?
No, I thought I heard Richard and Dennis say that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, no, we didn't count them, that's all we did.
That Evil Knievel wanted something. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it, are you gonna do it, or,
What?
so who's doing it now?
Left roadside, no.
Okay. Someone, I'm hearing no, yes, no.
Okay,
You saw a lot of no's that way though.
I know,
Good.
it's like I came back to, sorry.
okay, so number 11 then, unless it's got some.
We go to the budget, so see if he's willing,
Oh, to pick a date? you mean?
yeah, pick a date for the budget, the highway budget.
That's the part, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
The only thing is I'm on vacation the 29th to the. November 29th to the 7th. So it has to be the week of the 8th or the 15th, or do we do it before Thanksgiving? You think you could be ready before Thanksgiving? Oh, no. You're gone? Before or after?
Yeah.
Oh, before it should be done then.
One for 10 days, I took this one.
It's not gonna snow then, not gonna snow, right?
Got plenty of guys out there willing to plow it now.
Oh, yeah,
That's good.
So the
so,
week of the 17th then, November 17th, can we start looking at that?
About the, that Eric's budget, is that?
Yeah,
the,
Eric's
uh,
budget, we'll do Eric's budget there.
We gotta check one for the other budget too.
so.
Yeah, but that one we could probably do it, yeah, but I could do that
When you're
one
leaving.
with them before.
It's ready.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, there's something new too on the budget that like you could see like the meeting to discuss employee benefit package. I would like to meet with you guys before so we could review that and then you guys could decide. Once you meet the employees. You know, because we need to have that in our policy now, like everybody should have their own not contract, but their we call it the policy,
Kind of a package, like,
package.
because you're gonna have me part year next year, you're gonna have Nikki coming on. You gotta decide like the percentages and it should. My opinion is it should be
For
negotiated with each employee. It's not like. It's,
open to.
yeah, it's not like, well, Eric and LaDonna and Lisa get paid this amount. It should be, each employee you should make the agreement with each employee
So this is gonna.
in executive session.
Right. And it would be something. It would be something new for us that we've never done.
Right,
So, saying we should have that meeting before we get
The budget.
into our budget meetings. That means we need to have that pretty soon. Okay, so if we were. If we were thinking of having.
I have to be, I'll be involved with that meeting, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be involved with that meeting and then. You meet after that. The four of us. Or you could do me at the same time.
So we could do Dennis gets out at noon, we could do a Friday afternoon,
mhm.
10 minutes here for this one, next, 10 minutes for that one,
Right,
next.
right,
Okay,
Well, no, but I like to, like, we will review, we will discuss situation, on the first meeting, and then after that, you would think about it. So then after that, you're gonna talk to LaDonna separately, you will talk to Eric separately, you will talk to Nikki, and then after that, you come back to me and you tell me what your decision is, so I could put it in the budget and all that stuff.
yeah, so in the budget, it will show as a whole. It won't, so.
It won't show, it won't be different, it's just that it just to, the people that, you know, like especially the healthcare and especially those three, since they have healthcare and dental and all that stuff. That will be,
Yeah, so in looking at when we wanna get together, the week of Thanksgiving, we're gonna be gone. So the week before Thanksgiving, the 7th. The week of the 17th. We could have our budget meeting sometime, but then we got to have this meeting before,
Yeah,
so do we want
because
to?
Eric has got, which week you say you got from?
The day after Thanksgiving.
26, you do the 26.
For a week or?
Good for you.
So,
Yeah.
the week, do we wanna have that, or the initial meeting the week before that? It's not really too soon to do that.
Oh, you could do it anytime.
Yeah, so. If we wanted the week of the 10th. We wanna pick a day or an afternoon, like you said.
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon,
The 14th
It'd be all right.
or the 7th, if you'd rather, I don't really care, I'm just looking,
that's Saturday on Sunday.
no.
No, 7's on a Friday.
Yeah, Friday as well.
Yeah.
So why don't we do the 7th, and then we'll think about, and then 21st, we could do, let's before Eric.
That week off, but.
What's that?
I really can't do the 7th,
You can't do the 7th?
no.
You,
I got vacation that week.
okay, so the 14th then, if we're going to Friday,
Let's go 14.
unless we wanna do an evening. Then we have more flexibility.
Yeah, no matter me, or evening back.
Doesn't matter.
So if we were to do an evening. That week of the 10th, or a day that's good or not good. Anybody?
Whatever calls me and reminds me.
Not the 11th.
Not the 11th? Is that just that?
Let's just do it on the 14th.
Okay, only do
We
the 11th,
11th.
and you can't do the 11th?
Well, no, I guess I
I
can.
can.
It's a holiday, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
You love the holiday?
Sorry,
Virtue's Day.
I'm not sure. If we
Okay, so you get a suggestion then?
The
can do
14th,
anything but the 11th.
Okay,
That's the
so
one that we never.
the 14th,
14th is on Friday.
Would be better.
you can't do it,
And
you can,
yeah,
Okay,
so
14th.
then we could do that in the afternoon if we want to.
Yep.
Where you finish, then
o'clock. Noon,
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock on the 14th.
It would be on Friday. The
Yeah,
night,
Friday
the
at 1 p.m.
19th.
14th.
14th.
What do you have my calendar? Way back, I'm way
I've
back.
been around here.
I guess I'm wrong, yeah. No wonder I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I got 22.
They're supposed to know what they're doing.
So then the 21st would be the budget.
Hey,
Eric, if you're, we could do it on the phone with you on the 14th, or
Yeah, cause I'm
we could do
definitely
it,
not 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
so we could, anyway, I could
We can figure that out.
figure it out, that's
We'll just say yes to that
I
day.
don't know how the hell I get to 2030.
the budget.
your time
That's a
traveler.
long ways to remember.
Look at that.
Like,
You can only remember 1 week from the next.
If we do it like next Friday, like later. Again, we're gonna have to do it. We'll figure it out. We'll see the weather then.
So what are we figuring out? We look
So the budget for the
for the highway.
highway would be the 21st. Cause I'm thinking Fridays for Dennis, it's easier too.
Okay.
Any night would matter.
Well,
Doesn't really matter to
we
me.
can do it in the afternoon instead of the evening. if it was
Doesn't matter to me.
So, same thing then, we could say, 1 p.m. on the 21st.
Yeah,
Okay. Then,
Yeah, my calendar's all screwed up. You look, I got 2025,
yeah,
October 20th today. December, they're over here, December 19th.
so the general.
Oh, I'm in December, that's what it is.
oh my God. Now we're,
Sorry about that.
Merry Christmas.
I was in December.
General will have to go on December 12th.
We always do budget December, that's where I was, December.
So December 12th, 1 p.m. again,
Yeah,
all right, we can try that and then.
we could always change it.
So,
Fourth.
You ought to go over the dates
Mhm.
all at once so that everybody's on the same page.
Okay,
so I
so.
will.
Yeah, I was in December, that's what-
December,
December what?
December what now?
Okay, well,
This
one,
12, because the fifth I'm not here.
okay, how about the one where they're gonna meet with each employee?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
that was
first,
the-
that's the first one that we did, right,
The
November,
14th,
November 14th.
Okay. So you said you wanted a one before that.
Right,
Well, why don't,
No, well, do we, oh, you said you wanted one.
Yeah, one
then
before.
Wrap it up on 14th.
talk
Well, it
about it.
depends on if you think you're gonna need to think about it.
yeah, I think, yeah, do you wanna do it?
So can we just discuss it tonight, executive session?
Um,
You
I don't
could,
have the peop well, we could, but I don't.
you don't have any
Yeah.
numbers,
Numbers,
but,
yeah.
well, I guess all you need to know is there's gonna be a hit on the budget.
Yeah. Maybe we could talk about,
For more
we could
benefits,
talk about it a little bit tonight.
yeah.
Before,
Yeah, we could.
Get the ball rolling.
and then we will have.
We get that.
Yeah, I'll know it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 11:14
Yeah.
for the executive session at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
To discuss employee benefits. And then 11:21 at 1 p.m., the budget highway for the highway budget. And then 12:04 at 1 p.m., the budget for the general fund.
12, 12, 12,
12/14.
12.
12.
We got 3
12.
days.
Yeah,
12,
we have
12,
three.
okay.
Yeah.
No, he was saying something different.
So the third.
12, 12.
December 12.
Okay.
Okay.
All at once.
So
Yeah.
14th, 21st, am I right here?
14, 21st.
And then the 12th.
of December.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Okay.
All at 1 o'clock.
I see this is a hit.
It's early.
We have to sign a contract.
I know, standing in Cold River for a week.
13.
You're going fishing.
Oh, yeah,
See, this
Yes, Taylor is fishing today, Colorado.
yeah. You know where he's standing today? That's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be there at the right time this year?
Yes, well, he's there, no. Just think about this, I was just there last year at this time, he's catching fish, and last year he went fishing the river. So I waited 2 extra weeks,
Okay, so.
Hopefully there's water.
We still got a lot more to do here.
that's why I was catching them right.
Anything else for Eric?
Mm.
Or you from you to us?
I don't believe so, I just had a question for you, so.
Okay,
Good Lord.
yeah, well, we need to set for that.
Yeah.
I just asked Lisa if we had, you guys don't remember signing a contract, I haven't been at every meeting, so. Cargill South,
We haven't.
No.
No,
I haven't seen a contract, but
nothing's come through. Just like last year, they didn't send it to us either.
yeah. As long as they still. It'd be nice to know the price of salt,
Right.
that's the only thing, you know.
And how much do you think we're gonna need to
I
get?
always say 100 times.
100 ton?
I think normally 75.
So you need.
75.
I think it's only 75.
Right,
But it's, the way I've been doing, I've got enough salt in the shed to put standby.
okay.
But it's always nice, we don't know the winters we have, we probably only use, they only use like 50 ton, but if you're not contracted,
But we
you don't have to
got,
give it.
I know we talked about putting cement block by the sand, is that still gonna happen
We
before?
did apply to one last year.
But they didn't send it to us. We had to ask them for
Oh,
it.
yeah. It's really-
We talked about it, we said, I thought we said we're gonna do it.
Yep.
But we can have everybody time to do it before the pile gets.
It would be.
I have this thing here.
Are you talking about those big blocks?
Yeah. Still got some
Change it.
land to pull back. I mean,
Yeah.
that's 30 buckets of that, so.
I don't have nothing.
I don't think we signed anything this year.
No, we didn't.
No.
So 24,
So we did sign it last year.
yeah. Well, we had that app because we didn't get nothing.
Yeah, no, I just been
What was the price last year?
96, 25.
Yeah, $100 now, probably.
So we'll just have to get in touch with them to get it.
Yeah, probably have to. Tell them.
Do you want me to call them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
And you wanna go for what you said, $1,000,
Yeah, I thought it was $100 still, because it's nice to have it.
So we
They
don't,
can't take it away from us. We don't have to,
we don't have to take it all if we don't need it, right?
no, I never do. But if we run out of salt in February and, you know, if it's a year we use some, we can't get some of that.
Okay, very good. All right, on to number 11, then update on MERF grant and projects. And we saw, we have a question time.
Different guy. Oh, yeah. Just about you should.
Yeah, well, I can give you this one now, but.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll get it from, like, I'll give them today, tomorrow, and I'll be able to take, I'll send you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Have a good evening.
Okay. Where else is MERF?
Talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, yes, he's putting the windows next week at the library, so that's a good sign. I gotta call back DND because DND, we finished at least the community center. Like the lighting and all that stuff.
They've been working on that or not?
No, I gotta ask them where he's at, so,
Are they finished at the town garage?
yes, they're all done. Everything's done at the town garage now. The community center, I guess it will be after the library, I mean, the library. Must be that.
Are you going to have spreadsheets?
The spreadsheet, yes, if you're all by emails, we send you all what you're at the amount. The next project was that we should, gonna start working is on the solar panel, right, that we were saying we were gonna do that, and I can't believe that. November is already next month, so.
No,
October
Far
was
away.
But they haven't changed anything on the solar, right? Because there's one program that presidential squash got put on for solar.
the tax credits. Right?
Yeah, I saw something today.
So I'll ask her because,
Yeah.
she's supposed to look into the net metering too and see if we can do that. Or like the group net metering or whatever, something like that. She's.
Rather than storing power, you just meter it.
Yeah, that meter,
Yeah.
just like that. at home.
Meter it
So-
out, meter it
so
out.
When you're, yeah,
For all of them, something first or.
yeah, they bundle the bills, that's what they did with us.
Yeah.
We have 4 bills in our business.
Yes, there
and
was
they
some
put it all together.
question of if they could do that with this, that like it had to be. Only the building they were built at, but part of it was never.
Thursday.
It would be, well, they've already sized it. It would be really nice if we could get it covered in streetlights, so,
Yeah.
That would be really
but
nice.
I think they've already sized it for what we need, right?
Well, I think it was gonna do more than the town garage, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is, I mean, I was gonna do all the electricity we need for the town, all 4 buildings.
Plus the street, isn't it? No,
No, that wasn't in the picture, but I wish it was.
well, we could add it to the
We
rate.
could have asked them if they can size it for that.
Are the streetlights too, like a rented thing?
Oh, they're crazy, we pay just a flat fee and it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
not
lot.
like the energy you're using,
$400.
it's also them putting it up and then them taking the bulb and then them taking care of them.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a rented thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So we'll put them up, you guys pay us this much. per month.
Owns the street light, really, we don't
Right, right. So that's,
pay here. Here's the
Yeah.
I
price.
sure I had to put them when I first moved there and it was expensive.
Never seen them touch them.
They put it up.
no, they won't unless there's one that burns.
Cause I called me.
Yeah, they gotta call if you got one back.
Does it happen? December?
Yours, Mark?
Just I've never seen them work.
Yeah.
Like,
I've called 2 or 3 times since I've been here and they fixed them.
Yeah. They're pretty responsive if you call them. Okay, that's it for that one.
yeah, we're gonna, yeah.
Okay, number 12, village wastewater study, update on 30% report document on website. Yeah,
So we got the report, but I need to get back with her because I'm not really understanding. Most Nikki understands it better than me, but there was some edits in there, but I can't really tell. It seemed like the edits aren't gonna be available until the 60% comes out, but I'm leery to post that online if it's not the right information, or I don't know if that information isn't just available until we get to the 60% point, but it's something the state wants in the document from the beginning.
So. it's
So,
all like-
yeah, I just gotta follow up with her on that. So I'll take care of that, on my to-do list.
We can ask questions, you know, and. That was good.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember something that I thought when I read that. When you frequently ask questions, or in some of the questions were about how we. Spend money, so on, it doesn't address that we are, that we follow our budget. Or that we, our mandate comes from town meeting, I think our budgets are approved at town meeting, and then I don't think, it wasn't addressed in that.
You're
No.
talking about the second part of it.
Or it's the second. I mean, I
So
read
this one is just the wastewater stuff.
Yeah. so
And then on the bottom of this might have been like where we started the municipal questions. Is that what you're talking about?
Probably, well, I was just remembering that I didn't think I saw anything about that, that's what I'm asking.
Okay. Well,
It could be,
we'll look back at that,
Yeah.
because that was like the very beginning of that conversation
yeah,
on those questions, but
but this can be kind of a living document.
right, if you're okay with the stuff on just the wastewater, then we can get this posted on the website.
Yeah, I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It was a really good. Number 13, discuss possible joint meeting with the towns of Troy, Lee, and Lowell to discuss ambulance funding. Is somebody pushing for that, or is that just?
Jay.
No, I just wanted to know what you were
Jay- Jay
thinking.
put- I'm sure, but-
Well, I had a call from the ambulance that wanted some information about the grand list because Lowell was questioning something. And then I see in the paper that Jay
Yeah.
is also, so I was just wondering if maybe we should just get it done with and get together like we did before instead of a lot of beating around the bush, because we're not having a lot of time to get this
Well,
worked out
we got
before.
Rogers on board
budget.
on that.
Yeah, yes.
He's keeping track of that.
So, yeah, the only thing about having a meeting, I guess I'm not against having one, as long as we get some material to work with. But if we just, call a meeting, without some kind of preparation, I don't know if we're gonna get anywhere.
I think what the problem is with up there,
Oh, I know.
there's too much up on top of the hill, and that's their problem up there.
They got
So they're getting-
separate Jay Mountain.
They're getting the taxes from all those,
Right, they're getting all the taxes from all those buildings.
you know, and they're getting.
So not only that, you also got
Yeah.
people that live in up there, but you also got people that don't live in here that comes up there, and that's where the
See, yeah.
JP area should do a promotion and help out Jay. You know, it's part of their, because you got somebody from Boston come up, get hurt of there, they don't live here,
You get the coverage.
they get the cover. So,
Well, it can be
I mean, all these years, we talking about this for many years, Jay, on the mission plan, we talk about that every year. That they were just ruining the ambulance, because they constantly go up there, steady.
So for us, for Westfield. I think I like where we are.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I wanna stir the pot, let's let them.
Let them call a meeting.
Let's them, yeah, I mean, if it needs to be a meeting, I'm all in favor of it, but I think right now might be a little too soon to start pulling that
Okay.
together.
I mean, Roger sent us an email, I told Mike to that.
Yeah,
Me too.
So I wasn't pushing for having the meeting, I just
Yeah.
wanted to really know how you feel about it.
Yeah,
So if they ask, then
then,
I'll just go ahead and get it rolling.
sure,
If
Just better off to do that.
the others feel if somebody reaches out and says they would like to do that again.
yeah, I think that reach out probably ought to come from the ambulance service.
And I read the article in the paper too,
Yeah. So for the time being, I'd say, you know,
leave it alone.
let's just not kick the bucket, right? Okay, building maintenance updates. Purchase of old oil tank, library in Winter
You
Center.
got library, community center, like they set up the town garage.
What's that?
Yeah, not a library, it's a town garage.
Town garage,
Oh.
that's missed, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I taken both,
Oh, garage.
I purchased both.
Yeah, so that's a town garage.
I want one for the,
Rick was mentioning that he would want to purchase those. But we can,
So,
what's that?
do you wanna buy both things?
Yeah,
Do we have a price on that, or do you guys know how much?
what's the used tank?
they're about $1,000 a piece, brand
Yeah, so the,
That's installed though, right?
I know, okay, yeah.
The newest one is at community center.
yeah,
The
that's
one
it,
at town garage,
and that one's bigger too.
Yeah.
The one at town garage is the smaller one,
275.
Bartlett, we don't, and community center is at 330. If that's the old one. One at the town garage is much older,
yeah,
much older.
yeah, so.
That would be all right?
If it-
Is that gonna be all right for my fuel?
Right.
That's down the right?
Does it have a? It's got a date stamp on it, right? Or
The
that-
one at the community center.
I know that one's-
Over, you don't know what date it is, I think it's
It's pretty close to.
5-6 years old.
Yeah,
That-
Are they all Granby tanks?
Yeah.
They must have a tag on them.
Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
I know that I had to get rid of mine because it was a 1958.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't leaking, but they said we can't put fuel in here.
Yeah.
But they're good tanks, the old, like I said, one at the town garage is much older.
Yeah.
You could, it still has some use to it, because it looks good.
I'm just gonna throw something out here and you guys can, I don't have any science behind it, but if we ask for. Say 500 for the one in the community center and a couple hundred for the one at the town garage, do you think that's reasonable or? What do you think? I mean,
That's for the gauge and the whistle and
everything,
the lights
everything
and
that they come.
Just the tank alone,
fill the
it's
pipe.
$1,000, it's $75 for lead kit, $65 for whistle. And the bumps and stuff like that, it's $250, so that's very reasonable.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable, look for both ways, I mean. It's still a deal for you probably, and it's, and for us, it's kind of like selling those tires, we could just hang on to this stuff, we can move it.
It's hard, you look on Facebook Marketplace and you get all things, all.
Yeah, there's a lot of
What you get into.
Yeah, so, yeah, you don't know, right, but what are they, I haven't
True.
looked, but, I mean, how far off am I, what I just said?
All depends on which, if you look into it and see how, what it looks like and underneath it and inside if it's fitted or not. I know the one at the community center, that's.
It's like,
Another one, it's still got use to it, but
so, what do you think, less than what I said?
what's that?
Are you saying that it's worth less than what I said?
Yeah, so
Okay,
you can get $100 for it.
okay, so that's, and the other one, you think 500 is a reasonable price? It's almost, it's like, what do you think, Richard?
Yeah.
You're a buyer.
Well, I'm gonna offer 5 for the parent, but I can go higher.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with that too, like I said, I wasn't, what I just threw out.
Well, if I can put them online, and see what comes up. I can ask more on Marketplace. I can put it on
Once you get it, you
Marketplace.
can do what you want.
But to replace one, just have someone come in and replace one, someone else $3,000. That's what they were gonna.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, right now, are they both empty?
Yes.
Yeah. So the one coming out of here is gonna be a little more work to pull out,
Not that bad.
you're gonna have to skid it out somehow.
Yeah, we'll get a strap.
It's on, yeah, but it's not on skids, is it?
No, it's on legs.
legs.
Best thing to do is take the legs off. Piece of cardboard up, drag it back,
Yeah.
put the legs back on. Cause you're gonna pick it up, and steps are like out high.
Yeah. So it
I
might,
was gonna bring down to the church and then bring it in with my house.
so to take it out of there, I mean, I could come and help with my tractor,
Well, I got my fork.
yeah, to kind of, put a little pressure and somebody can be behind it, balancing it. Pull it out of there, so,
Cause it's got handles on each end.
right, but they pretty heavy.
Yeah, the one at town garage, they took everything off of it.
The pipe and you fix the wall at the town garage over here, I haven't checked it, you should see if holes have been plugged.
Yeah. Or they could do that.
Cause they took all the pipe,
There's a fill pipe, who's got the fill pipe, they took them,
I imagine so.
all the black pipe, yeah.
I think everything's with it down there, it's in the basement.
Huh?
I thought everything was with them.
No, they took all the fill pipe, the gauges are still there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, all the fill pipe, no one else, all they took.
Then that way, the other thing you gotta do is deal with that boiler, that's the.
Unless you wanna
That's where
leave-
your tractor's gonna come in with a couple planes.
Unless you wanna leave that boiler there with the tank, and I can offer it online too, with the tank and the boiler, so whatever you guys think.
It'd be nice to, need the things.
I don't think anybody's gonna want that word.
Nah, not boiler.
No, that's gonna be a-
That's gonna come out there.
That's a boat anchor, that's just a,
I mean, if we
We
get.
do a Saturday, we can get some help, I can get two guys, Mike and Michael. And that, and grab that boiler thing, bang it.
That's right, get it outside.
Oh,
And
yeah, like summer.
then we could throw it in the middle dumpster, we don't wanna get anything. Oh,
I don't think nobody's gonna.
nobody's gonna wanna put that in, so it costs them money to put it in, what it's worth.
I mean.
Be better off,
Fit in the tractor
you'd
bucket.
be better off load that up, pick it up with the rights. Get scrap steel.
Or our dumpster, we get scrap steel. You think they pay more, right?
Oh, yeah,
You get, you were
we
born.
had our own, we had our own truck, you pick them up one.
So what I'll do, I'll text Chris, see if they got any interest.
No, or bad.
Boiler. If
That's
they
all
don't,
cast,
we can lower it. We gone,
If you took it to rights, it's number one steel, they're gonna weigh you. Would you pay at a dumpster, they give you an average price, cause you got 10.
yeah,
You got
Yeah, it was
very,
you got wood, you got everything.
Glass.
yeah, they give you a very, very low
Yeah.
price.
Yeah, we could pick up the right.
That's just my opinion.
Too bad we didn't have our own
Little trailer,
little big trailer to put all of our steel in and go once a week up there, you'd make a lot of money.
oh, you would,
Yeah, but
make
then,
more.
then.
You gotta make that from the derby every.
We'd have to dismantle, I mean, the good thing we've got too with all metals is that we don't have to worry about refrigerators.
That's right, that's true.
What we could do is have a place for aluminum. I don't, but that, everybody would take it though.
Yeah, you can leave it outdoors, you could be gone.
So,
Okay.
how do we use all the tanks thing? I mean, if you guys think 500 is a good enough price, let's go with that, I don't know.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we sell the 2 tanks to Richard Degree for $500.
Okay.
I
I'll
guess,
second it.
I guess.
And all in favor, say aye, you ain't voting.
Aye.
Obviously, you
Okay.
throw out that one.
You
You're
did
putting
vote,
it
you
to
check
the
one.
abstain,
What's the question?
make sure Richard abstained.
Yeah, right. Okay. And then when it comes time, remove them, if we can get together, can't get too much.
I can do some Saturday, I mean, I can help and I'll get Mike and, they're leaving the Carolinas and we'll get Mike to help out. That one's going, that big thing, going downstairs in the church too.
You're gonna have to stand it on end. I don't know if it's through your doors, it's a 330.
Huh?
It's a 330, it's a lot longer. It's not like.
I get bigger than three fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'll just take the 330 mile, there you go. We'll figure it out.
cause you gotta stand it on end and walk it down.
We still got a little bit of fuel in there. On the bottom, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, let's see,
Pickleball,
yeah, need to remove tennis and pickleball nets.
that's still up there, all that stuff.
Yeah,
People
everybody's
still
been
use it.
playing.
Yeah,
Soon as the weather starts changing and starts getting snow,
yeah.
I'll come down and I'll take it down.
I can, let me know. I can-
You'll come down with
That's-
Yeah.
We're just gonna make sure it's
I
dry.
could take down the pickleball,
Well, you like it
No,
like
not
that?
the pickleball.
Why?
the pickleball net, I'll do that part, because last year you guys put it all over me and
It was
Nikki and I
just-
put it together and
It
we're
was
like.
wet, it was all wet.
Yeah.
We didn't know how it went together, cause we didn't take it down.
Yeah, I know, we had the bags in here, no one put in the bags.
We didn't know.
Let's see, that was already.
Oh, really?
I think you do the tennis one.
And
Paper
that's.
bags.
Just let her do it.
We did last year.
Okay.
Just let her do it.
Lisa's got the job.
Let her do
Best
it.
thing we did last year is messed up.
I just set a motion here, I'll do the pickleball.
You
but
can't.
not the tennis net.
Let her do it.
I'll do the tennis.
Okay,
Don't argue.
I'm just saying.
Sounds like it's all under,
Just let us know when you do it. When we
yeah,
do
all
it.
under
well,
control.
I'm thinking that by November first, if it's not,
Maybe it should be put away.
I think it should be put away.
Okay, very good. Review Eastman agreement with select board to satisfy the FB notice of decision conditions.
Do we have agreement?
No,
Yeah, we do. We saw it.
Sent it to,
Yeah.
Mickey sent it to
It
you.
wasn't in one of the packet.
I didn't see it.
I thought it was very, pretty simple. You got a copy of it? Well, you got one for us to sign anyways, but. It's very short, I can read it.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it just says Service Eastman and Anesthesia Russo. Agreement between Westfield Select Board and Eastman Russo for improvements and maintenance of Profit Trail. This agreement is to satisfy condition 2, page 6 of the January 13th, 2025. Development Review Board change of use findings and decision document for the property owned by Cyrus Eastman and Anastasia Russo located at 922 Crawford Trail. Three select board members visited the site on August 18th. Found the road to be in good condition. Anything beyond maintaining the road to keep it in current condition requires prior select board approval before work commences. Further road work approvals could take place at a warrant select board meeting. To satisfy condition 3, page 6, the select board proposes installing a stop sign at the intersection of Ball Ground Road and Crawford Trail at the town's expense. If at any time you have questions about means further approval, please let us know and we'll do details of work committed for you. Period. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Or we can put that stop sign on Cemetery Road. And kind of fade and put it over there. And put a new one over there.
So they want to stop some kind of off and off.
Yeah.
My truck ain't gonna do that.
Nobody.
Doesn't matter if they do it, but
No,
it's
but our
there.
sign will be there.
Doesn't matter if they do it or not.
Just for safety.
We need
It's for
signs.
safety.
Just
They don't have to stop, they don't want
I wrote it in there.
Just for safety.
They didn't have
Cause you
for
can't
it.
stop in the middle of that hill and take off.
to. No. You can with a car.
Let's see, today is
You bring fuel up there? You bring fuel up there? I don't know.
what is today? 20th.
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 They got, okay.
And then will take that up and talk to Cyrus about it. Will said he will take that up if you approved it and talk to Cyrus about it and get signatures.
After the sign's up, or just the road,
No,
that looks good.
And
It's all grown back up now, within all,
Invitation will go foot.
yeah.
Somebody did have a witness, right? They witnessed?
Well, no, it's him, him and his people, she's still around here,
I don't think so.
yeah. She stopped with her mom just a little while ago.
Oh, yeah?
They came to visit or something. They stopped to buy some stuff.
Well, if she's not here, then we don't need her somebody to do it.
Well, she's on the deed, so she's
She's on the
an
deed
owner.
too?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she needs to sign. Right.
Okay, let me take care of the dogs, recycling,
My turn this week, Mike.
Yeah, I know that. What about?
let's see, October, no. November 1st,
So there's five Saturdays. We've got the 1st, the 8th, which will be Maurice, the 15th, 22nd, and the 29th.
15th, first week of the year.
Me.
I can do the 1st,
I
and
can.
I could do the 29th if need be.
What do I
I can do it anyone,
Do the first.
anytime.
I can do the first.
You wanna do the first?
Well,
I can be flexible there.
or I can do the,
Which one would you rather have?
well, the 15th, first week of the year. I like the.
Okay, so if you wanna do the first, then
Sure.
I'll do the 15th.
I can do 22nd and 29th.
Okay,
No, Richard likes to hunt,
November 15th.
and I don't chase him only at night.
With that?
With a flashlight.
Just out and then.
Just kidding.
So what day you gonna do that day?
I'll do the 15th.
Well, I can do the 29th too, I can help you.
Okay, so you're the
Yeah.
1st,
Yeah,
Maurice the 8th, Jake the 15th,
Dennis is mother too.
Dennis.
Did we do that a lot? Don't matter.
yeah,
Oh,
and if something comes up, we can switch for it.
Same with me.
I'm healthy enough now to handle the cash.
Okay, you get it out.
Box before.
Big boy.
That's a good one.
Okay,
Okay,
get up.
We had a good.
Not quite done yet.
Yeah, I was.
It's a good week this week.
Okay, do we need executive session tonight?
No.
I think I'd like an executive session, it'd be very short.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
Uh,
update inspection on B, you did that one?
let's see.
Date inspection October 8th.
Oh, right. We didn't hear about that yet, really.
Date inspection. You were there,
17th.
Oh, yeah.
on recycling.
So,
yeah, I
It
did.
went good.
well, perfect, that lady was.
Yeah, where you going?
Where's she going?
Over here,
Oh, you can sit
so
down.
I can walk,
Okay.
cause I've been sitting.
She's going home with Piper.
Yeah, it went good.
So,
All we need is a couple clips
so that, we need to ask for some tags.
Universal waste.
Universal waste, and what was the other
and
one?
some clips for the clip barrel.
The,
Oh, yeah.
On the wastewater.
I got some.
I got some.
I got a bunch of that thing.
Universal waste, labels.
Yeah.
and
And
then
also,
The one for the waste oil too, one of them is kind of all
Yeah.
faded, but she was really simple.
oh yeah, she told us, if you guys wanna do that right now, we'll be all right.
If you wanna take care of it now, just write it with a marker and then I'll take a picture.
So was this a surprise inspection?
I think so.
Well,
What was-
no, you'll warn.
Before we did, right?
warn.
That morning,
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
I
yeah,
know.
we're always subject to inspections.
And
because
then
we
we
didn't have
gotta,
one of those before, have we?
and then we also gotta get a new place for tires. We got called district.
Yeah, so she said the guy we're selling tires, not selling, paying for, is not in good standing with the state.
He's putting them on different properties.
He's piling those tires up.
Have you seen where they
Really?
are?
Well, I thought I went by some the other day and somebody said that might not have been it, but I had to go to Greensboro and.
Yeah, on the way to Crafts
Right.
Way.
On the right Green Road, that was Ben tires there for the last 10
So
years.
that's somebody else maybe,
Yeah.
but she said he's stacking them different places.
Different
So
properties.
he's getting paid and he's not getting rid of them. So she said you better be careful about, unless, she was gonna call us and tell us that.
She never sent an email, they
She
should
called
call
back,
tires.
she didn't give you a report or anything.
No,
So anyways, I think we probably better, unless we hear from her.
Could we send her an
Talk to
email
her?
and find out?
yeah, I have her email
Yeah, it
address.
would be nice to know. And then, I'm willing to haul them with my truck to, the waste district. If that's where we have to go.
Do you remember what that lady's name was? Was it
Dump bottom.
Leah?
Is it dump bottom? Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'll find it.
I can look back in the email.
Yeah.
I've got it. I can find it.
So yeah, that guy's not good standing of the state and he's stacking tires on different property and not getting rid of them.
If that's the case, Jake, when we do use your truck. We'll have to determine how much we compensate it also at the same time, because that's not. You know,
So, yeah, so with my truck, the sides are pretty high on it, so I think what I'd like to do is back up on Richard today where the dumpster goes. We see them there, I could dump over the top, even. I move my tractor,
right,
I don't wanna load them back in.
right, no,
I guess I would go with the tractor, so that I can dump
dump
it
it
back
back,
and
yeah,
go back.
yeah.
But right now, there's about, what do we guess, 120,
Probably on
130.
20, 130.
I had 28 tires Saturday.
Yeah, we kind of counted them today a little bit.
Oh, so you did count that.
When we.
Yeah,
pulled it, the other one.
16, 17 stack.
Yeah, we counted the stacks, yeah.
And I had one person that had 12, you know. Like, I have to only get.
I'll figure
Well, at
another,
least we had on that.
maybe we'll get another 15 or 20 or something.
Yeah.
So do we need to do something with those right away?
No.
No,
I'll
we
be
can wait a little bit, but.
Because-
Let 'em up.
You're gonna start getting a lot.
We're gonna-
because we
yeah,
changed the tires.
right.
That's
Yeah,
all
we
key.
want to empty it before winter, but I've got room for more than what's there. right now,
Okay,
so,
that's good.
So are you using your truck next 3 weeks?
you never know.
I know, I
don't
was gonna say, I hate to load them up before it gets,
Yeah, so what I was thinking though, once we find out. If it's a. okay,
Make sure the
down to
district can take them.
Winterfell,
yeah.
Then I don't.
Right,
want to
'cause
fix it
they-
For a few days, but I don't wanna.
No.
They do close down quite a bit, like for stuff like that.
Yeah, when
They
they
get
full,
too many,
So we
they-
need to find out from.
yeah, you'll have to know for sure that they're gonna be open.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'd go with the tractor and the bucket.
You know,
Like I said. you
give your hand, load them up.
Yeah,
It definitely,
bucket
you're
now,
out,
so you don't have to
you
be bucket. It's a way to get rid of them.
Right, right.
It's not gonna be quite as simple as a bad guy,
It's been simple, but.
been really nice. Yeah, maybe most of the tires that we paid him to haul are on the pile somewhere.
They had a lot of tires he picked up.
Well, you start to think, you can make some money.
But if you don't make anything, yeah, I'll quit profit. Okay, let's see,
Executive session, we,
yeah,
other business, will you do it after?
well, for executive session, anybody that's here can stay. But I would, let's see, is there any other business?
Yeah, we need to schedule Carolyn on the commons.
Yeah, I saw you got the J date already. So we can go on with that day. What was the J date, do you remember?
On the 5th,
December 6th.
December 5th.
Yes.
So. I can't remember, you usually do it during the middle of the week.
Yeah. Or you can do it any night you want.
Yeah,
Right,
How far into December do you wanna go?
I was thinking to try to stay somewhat closer to the beginning of the month, so if we have to reschedule.
Lovely, 12.
But we'll be done.
Or we just do it come hell or high water.
Yeah, well, what was I gonna say? 12th, we have a meeting here. In the
12th.
afternoon, but we can do the evening if you want as well, but.
It's a Friday night, me, doesn't matter.
Yeah, do you think it'd be better on Friday night for kids, you know, families,
Or,
I mean, I mean.
I don't know when any of the chorus things are, or I think the kids get out of school
yeah,
I think the school comes with you to Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
So what about the 10th? Just throwing that out.
yeah,
That-
well, even the third, no, the 10th, we ain't gonna have direct them.
Third would be 2 days before Jay's, I don't care, I mean, whatever.
Or you, go ahead,
I like the 10th. Okay.
December 10th.
Okay, early, first,
And
oh, did you
Jake,
guys see how nice the Christmas tree looks?
Yeah, looks good,
I trimmed it this summer.
That's six.
did a good job.
I did one Sunday night, I said, I'm gonna go trim it.
I know the top was cut off,
I
man.
think so.
And I went all the way around, I cut all the longer ones.
It's good.
Needs to be done every year.
Yeah, because that way it'll get bushy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Uh,
evening.
6 P.M., is that what we're saying?
I think that's what time it was.
Okay.
We can't cancel it. If
Better
we
not.
get a windstorm.
We're doing it.
Hell of high water.
If it's a blizzard, we're doing it.
Okay. And then we still got the other one too, to approve the tobacco substitute, what does that mean? They're gonna have to sell vape stuff? Is that what it is?
I don't remember getting this license from them before.
Yeah, vaping?
Well, I don't know, tobacco substitute, what's that?
Yeah, tobacco substitute would be like vaping products, I think.
Well, they already sell baby products.
They do here? Okay, maybe.
So
need a
maybe they
license.
need a special license now.
So how did you know about this? So.
I
or did you-
I get it on a portal. It comes from the state,
Okay, the state says,
so they. Yeah, the state tells them they need it, and then they start the store starts the application, and then it comes to me.
so their fee that goes with that?
No, we don't get a fee.
The state
They
has
pay,
that
they
fee,
get
so-
$50. The state was
And the
$50.
Tobacco one is more than.
It's more than that, and the state doesn't give us anything for that one
Yeah.
either. We get something for the liquor license.
Yeah.
That's it.
So is there anything needed to get signed?
Yeah.
You just have to give your authorization.
You gotta have a motion.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
And then I go into the portal and say that you made a
I go-
motion.
I'll second the motion.
Favor say aye. Aye, so any approved, any opposed? Okay, now we can go into executive session and I'm say. I'm gonna say. Concerned citizen, I don't know if that counts for anything. I just want to.
Close enough.
I don't know, does that count for that? Does that?
You got it in there, so once we count.
Is that meat mustard?
Grievance. Yep.
I'll make a motion, to go executive session, or you already made it?
No, I'll second it.
Okay. So we're in executive session. So we're back in a regular session and no action was taken for executive. And the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Oh, second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Everybody opposed, okay, we're done.